Hey, what's going on? No.
No, we're here. We're live on the Patreon.
Bro,
it's good we didn't start where we did because I was about to fight Lemaire.
Yeah, we need to cool
Where
off.
are you guys on that? You guys should back me
It's
up
bullshit.
on that.
I did. I literally backed it up. I was like,
You guys should back me up on this.
No, I literally said, I was like, I'm dealing with a similar thing.
Lemaire?
It's just easier to go, yeah, you're probably
Well,
right.
yeah, of course it's easier.
We were driving in the car. I wanted to listen to music, and he was talking about how Donald Trump is racist. So I just said, yeah, maybe. he's racist.
Hand him the fucking mic. Dude.
I didn't say that. There's no way I said he was racist.
No, you liked Obama's deportation record. You don't want Trump to come close to the record that he set.
He's trying to get the record.
He's trying to get the record,
He's
but right
going
now
for a
Obama
record,
has
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And people seem to somehow forget Obama set the record, baby.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy.
Obama.
Well, it's also, he literally said, he's like, I'm going to do this. And now he's doing it.
And that's what
It's
everyone
like,
voted for. They said,
Yeah.
we should probably fix that.
So it's like, my heart bleeds. If there's lads close to me, if I heard they got kicked out, I'd be like, damn,
I think they've
my bro. But I don't think it's as.
I think they've been clear that they're not. They're starting at the top. They're getting
Yeah.
the guys, the bad guys,
bad hombres.
the hombres that have done bad.
Bad
things.
hombres, bad Canucks, the whole fucking mixed bag.
We should get some bad Canucks.
I wouldn't mind
You
getting
know what was nice during that Vietnam thing? About 30,000 Americans went to Canada to dodge it. 30,000 Canadians volunteered.
Whoa.
Yeah,
For real?
The Canucks were ready to fight.
Damn.
They wanted a piece of the Viet Cong.
Holy shit. That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
We said, good on the Canucks.
That's mad. Just being up in Canuck, getting a Canuck, getting up in Canada, Canuckica, being up in Canada and just being like, fuck it, I'm going to
I
fight
gotta
the
go to Vietnam.
Just slam the
I go to
button.
Vietnam, eh?
Vietnam, man.
Oh, you want to go to Vietnam?
But yeah, I've been hit with similar concerns. Like Brittany's, she'll be like, did you hear about this? And I'm like, she's not like really spazzing about it, but she'll like get a thing on her phone. I'm like, just Google one article, man.
Yeah, if it's a, did
I
you?
guarantee
Yeah.
it's not what it says it is. And she's like, oh yeah, fuck. And I'm like, dude, everything I read, if it's like crazy,
It's
I go,
Gardenia
nah.
Guarantee.
It's a GG.
Didn't they just release, like, was it the Twitter files where it was like, this is state sponsored? No one cares.
Probably.
I think the Twitter files were just saying the Biden administration was like, don't let people share this type of information.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they
yeah.
would decide what was being shared.
Yeah,
It's like, that should be a huge issue.
I know.
It's not.
But everyone knew they were doing it. Like they were literally, if you like said anything about COVID, they were like we're freezing your fucking whole account. They were like openly doing it too, and then
Yeah.
probably just like steering it. But now it's like, I think Elon's for sure unleashed the floodgates of like anything the Bidens are trying to hold back. I think Elon has pushed the gas pedal on
Yeah.
because it's X is popping.
X is
bro.
popping.
X is
It's almost unusable.
Popping.
I don't get on there.
dude. I thought of a new
I'm a
pod.
Blueski man.
I want to go on
I
Blueski
need to
so
get
bad.
on Blueski and just post fucking Pepe the Frog.
Take the ISIS beheadings to Blueskis.
Blueski needs some beheading videos.
Yeah, start them up, fire it up.
Let's just get some Ukraine drone footage over to Blueski.
Yeah, dude, I thought of a new, now that I'm all blockchain decentralized, I thought of a new blockchain podcast technology where it's like, so you could do a thing where I could talk for like 5 minutes and be like, okay, blah, 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 here's my idea. It's a blockchain podcast. And then you listen to it and you talk for 5 minutes and you kick it down the blockchain to
Yes.
somebody else.
So now we put together the longest podcast ever.
Yeah, and it's completely disjointed ramblings of like 30 people.
That's not bad.
Wouldn't that be pretty sick?
Yes.
Podchain technology.
Yes.
And then we release a coin. We'd have to get a coin ourselves. Then we rug pull. Then we make $25 million.
And then we rug pull.
And then we rug pull, dude.
And then we take a nap like Hawk Tua. And we go, I'm sleepy.
What happened?
Fuck, I'm sleepy. That is actually the ultimate girl move in an argument.
I'm sleeping.
She's in trouble. It's like, I didn't sleep well. I'm tired. I'm done with this argument. I have to sleep for 4 days.
Okay, you know what? I can't do this right now. And you're like, oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess you were losing that argument. You rage quit the argument.
Yeah, hibernate.
Yeah.
She'd hibernate.
It's pre-Hawk Tua, dude. Obviously, she had no fucking idea what that was.
Yeah, I mean, that
No offense to her. I know that sounds like I'm calling her a fucking dumbass, but
was her whole thing. It's like, I'm a, you know,
she's like, I'm a funny dumbass.
yeah. Dumbasses were hot in the early 2000s. Jessica Simpson, dude. Case in point. If you were a dumbass hot
ladies
lady,
are still so hot.
bro, for real, being a dumbass was in, dude, amongst women. Now they're like smart and strong. Before in the early 2000s, if you were a like the ditzier, like literally the more money Pepsi would give you. Like, wait, what is that? And be like, fucking no turn on red laws. You'd be like, you didn't? Oh, I never heard of that before.
According to Howie Mandel, Hawk Tuah is 97% Ashkenazi Jewish. She's Jewish.
I know.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Mandel was pumped on that. She went on a whole circuit where like old podcasters perved out on her.
Yeah, they were horny for her.
Kid Love.
Who's Kid Love?
That's his production company.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
That's so crazy.
You got to give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that.
I've been telling everyone your production company is called Kid Love.
Mine?
I was jesting with John Dolcall in Cincinnati. I was like, yeah, Shane's got a production company. It's called Kid Love. He was like, wait,
mine's
what?
called,
I was like,
mine's called Butt Stuff. Mine's called Spider Butt Stuff.
Kid Love is such a sick fucking name.
It is.
It's like, dude, why, dude? That's like the Nazi salute. It's like, I'm not saying you're a pedophile, but like, why, dude? Why did you do that? Just explain that to me.
Kid Love. That's crazy.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but
no, it is.
I'm almost positive it's Kid Love.
It is. It's something like that. It's either that, yeah.
Maybe
that
he
or
loves
like Boy Cum or
Cum Boy Town.
Kid Love Productions.
R.I.P. Cum Town too, dude. You heard Nick Bowen is not on Adam Friedland podcast.
Yeah, he told me. I was with him on Monday.
Were you
I was
really?
talking with him. Yeah.
What's he off to? What's he doing?
I don't know. He's in L.A. I don't know why.
That's sick.
I forget why.
Probably to fight fires.
Maybe.
That'd be sick if he became. He'd be a sick. I'm not fucking around. If he was a firefighter, he'd be a sick firefighter.
Yeah, I think he can do anything.
True.
I believe in that man.
True. So do I.
Every time he talks to me, I'm like, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
He's a smart dude.
He is smart.
Dude, I was jesting about this in Cincinnati, and I do want to tell you it was making me laugh. So you know the OnlyFans ladies who one had sex with 1,000 men, the other one was like, hey,
That was my idea.
that was my idea. I've come to the conclusion that they both thought of the idea
Yeah.
on the grounds that they're both gigantic whores, and that's what gigantic whores think about all the time.
I think so.
I was like, wait a second, there's a chance.
Maybe they're both whores. And what would a whore do?
It would be like, how many guys can I have sex with in one
But
day?
1,000 men in one day.
It's so funny to be like, you stole my idea. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy idea.
I'd rather call it an idea rather than an insatiable urge.
You know what one of them should do is 1,001.
True. Damn, who would, and the spider to be the one, bro.
Let the spider crawl.
That would be
in.
a stunt, bro. If the spider danced
You do
on,
the 1,001.
let the spider dance on the pussy in the end zone, bro.
Yes, you'd spike it down.
Man, I'm with you next week. The Bang Bus guy offered us a
Dana
chance to go.
Beach?
Yeah. They
What
offered us
Bang
a
Bus guy?
The Bang Bus.
You want to ride us on the bus? Mayor, hell no, bro.
You don't want to get on the Bang
I don't
Bus?
watch porn.
dude?
I'm not getting in the bus.
You don't want to get on the bus, dude?
Hell no, bro.
Ew, don't get on that fucking
I'm not
bus.
getting on
I
that
gotta
bus.
get on the Bang
Obviously,
Bus.
you're
I'm not
getting on the bus.
Bang
You're
Bus.
going to roll around back there.
Shit.
You're going to
Bro.
roll. You don't think you're going to roll on the floor in the
I
Bang
don't
Bus?
think I'm gonna roll on the floor of the Bang Bus.
What are you going to do?
Just
Be a
take
part
it
of
in.
history.
Huh?
And then you're going to jack off to Bang Bus videos and go, I was just there.
Yeah.
If I get in that bus, I'm going to sock the driver and floor the pedal into a wall and
like,
try to
yeah.
blow it up.
It'll be like speed. This Bang Bus has to go 50 miles an hour.
If this bus doesn't go over 50 miles an hour, I'm going to come.
Well, that's cool. The Bang Bus guy reached out.
It is nice.
And he
I
knew
do
the
appreciate
weakest link. He knew the horniest member of the crew. And he said, I have a nice in. I know one of the guys who's desperately horny. I can reach out to the spider.
it. What's his like? Yeah, what's he trying to do?
He said he was just like a porn star. He's going to be at the shows anyway.
So what the fuck does he want? What's he got to do with me?
He's saying he wants you to check out the bus.
You got to check out the bus, dude.
He knows. He's heard.
He knows I'm off
He
the
knows
knock.
your addiction.
Maybe he wants me to get him out, smuggle him out of the life.
Yeah,
I got to drive the bus to Mexico and just get him out of there. He's probably caught up in the life, dude. Taking fucking dick pills, getting his dick sucked all the time. Annoying as hell.
Life sucks.
He knows you're not allowed to get head. It's illegal to get head in a car, isn't it? Technically,
Probably.
I don't want to, snitch on the bus.
Probably.
The bus gonna do what the bus gonna do.
The bus, yeah, dude, that bus is rocking, dude. Don't.
No,
come knocking.
that is nice. That guy reached out. I am off the porn, and I have nothing against.
You don't want to take the
pornographers.
pilgrimage?
I never want to do anything. People are like, "Oh, come do this." I go, "Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sit in my hotel room and just fucking do stuff on my computer and work out and take a walk. That's all I do. I get business done on my computer.
Yeah, people like doing activities on the road.
Nah, man. I like to walk. I go for walks. I work out in the hotel gym. I eat, and then I write on my computer, and then I try with all my power not to watch porn and masturbate in my hotel room. And I am still doing pretty. I'm
believe in you.
2 hotel rooms, 2 weekends in.
That's incredible.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Will I fap? Yes, I will sometimes. I'll
There's
be
nothing
honest.
wrong with that.
I'm not Superman, dude. Obviously, I'm going to fap to put myself to sleep, which is, I hate to say it, kind of gay when you fap without porn because you're just a dude alone in his head fapping. It's something weird about that.
Honestly, I agree.
But I will say it's just really a means to fall asleep. Like I know I can fall asleep, and it's like I can either lay there and feel like I'm being electrocuted in my bed. Dude, not being able to fall asleep sucks, dude.
It's the worst.
Sucks. So one day I'll get to the point where I don't have to pull the ripcord, but for now, still got to pull the ripcord to pass out. So I mean, that pornographer, tell me we can talk, but I don't want to, you know.
But the mayor, you're getting on the bus.
Get on the bus. Get on the bus. I do appreciate the offer. It is nice.
You guys should just go to Mar-a-Lago.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Well, we can't. What am I going to do when I'm in there?
You're not allowed. What?
Am I
You
gonna
hate Trump.
You just chill? Just go up there.
Go in and look at it. You go,
That'd be sick.
holy
This is where-
shit.
this
And
is
then
where
he's
it is.
usually there. And you see the boy walking around. You go, holy fuck.
That'd be kind of tight. Yeah, I still, like I said, I like to take my walk and just, I've been, did I tell you my plan with my writing my book, what I've been doing to motivate myself?
No.
I've gotten myself, I wouldn't even say addicted, but I only do the nicotine lozenges when I'm writing. So I've
so it's a
I've
little
addicted
treat.
myself to writing.
Yes.
And it works pretty fucking good, dude.
That's good.
I get in there pretty quick and sit down at my desk.
yeah.
Usually I'm like, oh, I'm going to play guitar for a little bit. I'm like, pop
need
that
to
thing
write.
in.
Yeah.
But I feel guilty if I take them without writing. I'm like, dude, you're a
You're letting
dickhead.
yourself down.
You're going back on your deal. But it is a highly effective. I mean, nicotine is not. I've said it before. It's not addictive. It's truly not addictive. I'm addicted to writing.
It's very, very
It is.
addictive.
I know.
It's crazy.
I'm
addictive.
starting to. Before I'd be like, I really don't get it because it's kind of subtle. Now I'm like, yep, I get it.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty great there for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything's just right. Weed is like weird, and I'm like, why am I thinking about this? Nicotine, I'm like, nope, totally tapped in. Everything's cool.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
Nothing weird's
You're like,
happening.
nothing weird's happening. I just feel better.
I feel a little sharper. And then it just kind of like gradually goes away, and you go, hey, where did that feeling go? You go,
oh, it's right here in my pocket.
you telling me I can do this again
I can
right
do
now?
it all day, every day. Fucking right.
I have been disciplined. I'm like, I try to do it. I try to only like if I am going to do it, I will get some writing done. And it's is it a good productivity?
Yeah.
I gotta say the results are in. I think nicotine fucking rules, dude.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, it fucking rules. That's the only problem though. Like I do like cigars too, and that's like, I'm like I don't know how people can smoke them every day. Now I'm like,
I don't like cigars.
I love them, dude.
I don't like them.
I truly, it's one thing I didn't plan on liking, but it's like I didn't plan on liking them. I truly love them. It's like the nicotine lozenge times like 5.
Yeah.
You get like
It's an intense
sick.
one.
I get like sick.
Yeah, that's good.
Fuck yes. But yeah, that was my two. There were 2 of my big ideas were the whores and my blockchain podcast. Blockchain podcast could be sick.
Blockchain podcast is good.
That'd be kind of fun.
Now we're talking.
Blockchain podcast would be decent.
Yeah. And you just send it to random people or
Yeah,
certified podcasters?
you could have certified podcasters, and if
certifieds.
they know like a sick ticket, if you have a couple sick tickets in your pocket, be like, bro,
I need you to talk just for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, prepare a 5-minute. You can listen to the whole thing. If you want to base it on that, cool. If you want to take it in a totally different direction, drop in there. Everyone has a couple sick tickets in their pocket. And just let them fucking rip. Then next week, you'd be like, find out.
Yeah.
Tune in. So, yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I brought this in my pocket because it was in my office. This book, dude, The Disappearance. Can you guess what this is about?
Looks like a city's on fire behind him.
The city's on fire, but guess why?
Is it because everybody disappeared?
Just women.
Oh no!
The book's about, and to be fair,
The
men
city's on
disappear.
fire.
Well, dude. Well, the
on.
problem is it's simultaneous. Men disappear from women's world, and women disappear from men's worlds. So when the men disappear, like, well, any car, any of the heavy machinery. Because this book was written like the '60s, so like all heavy machinery explodes, cars crash, women's their cars crash. The radio's not there. The women try to listen to the radio, and they're like, "Fuck, every fucking guy in the radio is a guy." So like the women live in women world, and the men live in just men world, and it's pretty fucking sick.
Men hungry?
The men.
Is that what happens?
One guy's wife put on a pot of soup before she disappeared, so he's like fucking sick.
Yeah, he's got a nice week.
He's got a good pot of soup.
Yeah.
But then the other guy was literally, he's a bit of a cad. He was cheating. He's a bachelor in the town, and he was on another man's wife, and she just vanished, and he like fell into the bed and was like, what?
Damn, and he had to jack off.
Well, he was kind of pumped. He's like, he like thought about it. He goes, I might be the last guy who got pussy. He's like,
yeah.
The book's great. It's really like, it is devastating. The guy's like, his wife, his daughter, and granddaughter just disappear, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's just walking around. It's a really cool story. That's been done before. That had been a movie where.
Yeah, there was a show.
There was a show where people are disappearing.
Just random people.
But was it the babes? It's just like, it's just dude world. And it's funny because dudes do get hammered in the book immediately. Yeah. Everyone's hammered like right away.
Yeah. It's dude world.
People are either hammered or in church like, oh. And he just goes to church and cries. He's like, fuck.
Damn, girl world must suck.
Yeah, it's chapter by chapter. It's boy world because it's like the girl world is like the world they were in. It's weird too because they're like, you're going from one chapter, then one setting where the dudes are, then the girls are right there, but in a different dimension. So they're in their world as it was, but there's just no dudes in it. And girl world is, the girls like accept it way quicker. Like, oh my God, the guys disappeared, and the boys are like, it's not rationally possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's pretty
the
fun.
Guys the girls, like, we got to figure out what happened. The girls would be like,
it right away.
oh, okay.
But he does write the wife really well because he's like, he goes into like the minutia of her day, and she has been secretly getting her hair dyed because she's like 50 years old or whatever, and she's a redhead, but she gets the wrong shade of red, and it goes into this whole day of like a woman getting like a fucked up haircut and how badly that like sours them, and then into like some other thing happens. They have like an annoying phone call with like an insurance company, and he's looking out the window. He's like, what the fuck's my wife tripping out about? And it goes into like girl world, and it's so accurate, dude. I didn't really like.
I had a guy world experience on Monday.
What'd you have?
I got my hair cut in West Hollywood at a extremely gay barber.
Yeah,
not
for sure
shitting on the guys. The guys were just gay guys.
Yeah, technically hairstylists.
Daisy Dukes.
Whoa. Okay.
Guy was wearing some tight jean shorts, and he was cutting my hair, and I had a big gay dong on my shoulder at all times of the haircut.
What?
Yeah, the whole time.
How's
and
the deal?
I felt bad. I didn't want to like.
Yeah.
You don't
want to microaggress.
I didn't want to be like, ew.
Yeah, get your
so I just had to let.
You were a pirate with a bird on your shoulder.
I had a big bird on my shoulder.
Was he packing?
Yeah, dude, he was a gay guy in West Hollywood.
True, he's kind of chubbed.
It was a giant dong.
Yo, that's sick.
A fucking big ass dong on my arm. Whole time I was getting the haircut.
Interesting.
And then when he would go around, there was a split second where I could.
Yeah, kind of crunch.
Hopefully him not notice.
No, it was coming back. No, it was just switching shoulders.
But yeah, it would
that was an angel and a devil.
Shoulder.
You had an angel and a devil on your shoulder.
Yeah. And then I'm almost hesitant to tell you because of how funny this is.
Please tell me.
Right. So he was like, you're too tall. Because he was trying to get the top of my head. He was like, can you lean forward? And he stood in front of me, and I had to lean like this. And so I'm face to face with his belly, and I kept putting my head like, because I didn't want to look up.
Yeah, true.
It was also very weird to stare directly into this guy's stomach.
Yeah, that's true.
So I kept like, I don't know what was happening. I kept putting my head down towards the dong. It was calling to me. But every time I did, he would lift my he would go. It was a nice time though.
What the fuck?
I know, it was intense.
Oh, he needed you to tilt your head.
He didn't even tilt my head up because I kept moving my fucking head.
Yeah, he wasn't saying eyes off the prize.
No. He was just lifting my head up, but it was still like it's like a gentle bottom of my chin. I'm not homophobic.
No, that's not homophobic.
And
that's
the guys were awesome. I was talking to the fellas. It was a very, very nice
Also,
time.
probably the best haircut. Gay guys are at the top of the haircut pyramid.
He did a very nice job.
Hands motherfucking down, dongs up, hands down.
Best haircut.
Yeah, they kill it.
Yeah.
They're for real, like nasty as hell.
And he was working fast. He was working like a man.
Bro, they're born to do it, man.
Yeah.
They're fucking
They're literally the best in the world.
All they've been thinking about for a long time.
They've been dying to do this. But
yeah, no, for real. I've talked to I forget who was saying this. There was was talking to a lady hairdresser, and she was like, "Oh yeah, gay guys, like they're
Number
just
one, yeah.
way up here hair wise. Like they're just top of the pyramid."
And he did what he could with my hair. He did a good job, yeah.
That's awesome.
Um,
You should have made a viral clip out of it. Did you ever see those viral clips where it's like, "You'll never believe"?
yeah.
And then they also do the ones where they
you're
do
never
gay
gonna
pranks.
fucking believe this. My barber's gay, and I'm thinking about it the entire haircut. No, they were very nice, and I felt bad that I was having these thoughts.
I mean, it's unavoidable. If you have a
arm.
dick on your shoulder,
Dick on the shoulder was
that's not your fault to be like, I feel weird right now.
yeah.
Having a dong, it was was it like perched or was it just mashed?
It would be matted against the arm, the side of the arm.
Just you're lucky you didn't come out with like an imprint, like a tattoo. When you, when you like lay up, maybe when you lay a certain way, you have like an imprint. You could have had like
I
a.
probably did.
Oh no!
An 8-incher on my fucking arm, dude.
Yo.
The length of my shoulder to elbow.
Kind of sick. He knighted you with the fucking
He
8-incher.
did knight me with the unit. Now he's rise. You're done with your haircut.
You are now gay as hell.
You are now gay for the rest of the day. You're gonna be thinking about this.
Shout out to him.
Lifting the chin up was crazy.
Lifting the chins.
Lifting the chin was crazy.
When you lifted chin, did you meet belly or meet eyes?
It was definitely his face, dude. It was definitely.
Oh fuck!
It was crazy, and it took everything in me not to laugh every time he did it.
I know,
Dude, I'm sorry.
You should have struck up just like what's it like being gay?
And also, it wasn't even like, are they gay type of gay guys. You know what I mean? It was just, West Hollywood's like the gayest place, and these guys were holding
Literally,
it
I
down.
always tell people that's my favorite place in Hollywood because it's literally
is
my
the
favorite
best
place.
place,
I
yeah.
love that place. But everyone's like, "Oh, you like it over there, huh?" And I'm like, "Guys, please don't fucking
Don't be children about it.
Wait, just be." Look,
I drove past where that homeless guy yelled at us, and I was looking for his ass.
Where was he?
He wasn't there.
He's in the doghouse.
Yeah, he was. I was going to yell. I was going to go, I see you're still here, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, dude.
That's delightful. That is absolutely.
It was nice. It was actually a very nice experience, and I had a great time.
I got to get my hair is long. I'm trying to grow mine like Zuckerberg. I'm trying to get those Zuckerberg locks.
Zuck's tough.
He's tough as hell. Dude, he's literally the prototype, man. If you want to be cool as a dude now, you got to grow Zuck
Boxy
hair
t-shirt, chain.
and dress like a Paul brother.
Yeah.
If you want to try to get pussy in this economy, dude, it's got to be sick chain, humongous t-shirt,
Yeah.
Jew curls. I'm working on my Jew curls right now.
Is that Kanye's fault, these giant t-shirts? Ish.
I think, yeah, maybe. Actually, good
Right.
point. I didn't think about that.
And those
Although
weird
I've seen
hoodies.
Asian people rocking giant t-shirts for a while, but that might just be a them thing.
Maybe Kanye got it from the Asians.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Man, I wonder who started wearing giant fucking t-shirts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a thing. We should get some. We should dress
I'm
like
too
a
big
bop
to-
house.
I'm too big to wear that shit. It looks ridiculous.
Just add an X, bro.
No, it does. It's a giant shirt, and all the shirts are like rectangular. I look even more wide. Yeah, they're crazy looking.
That would look fucking nuts.
Yeah.
How about a 50 Cent wife beater? A G unit
That
wife
would be
beater.
sick.
That would be nasty.
Then I'd just be Tony Soprano. I'd just be a cool Italian guy at that point.
Yeah, true.
Did you get like a long 2004 big tee, like a big
I
like
could get a
5XL?
big ass tall tee.
Tall
Yeah.
tee would be kind of tight.
But those were always white tees, and if I'm wearing a big baggy white tee, that's another insane
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, true. What about a giant like Looney Tunes tee?
That'd be sick.
Like a humongous Looney Tunes attitude tee.
I rocked those as a young man. I could bring them back. I'd Taz and Bugs back to back, like crisscross.
Yeah, I did Daffy.
Yeah, those are sick.
I for sure. had
Michael
Daffy.
Jordan Tasmanian.
I had a Captain Crunch. It was a tough
You had
Captain,
Captain
Crunch.
Crunch?
Dude.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck did you get a Captain Crunch shirt?
Through Cowtown.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Cowtown ruled, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Cowtown?
Shit. It was a huge farmer's market out in, where was that? Out in
I
like
think
some,
New Jersey, I think.
yeah, it was out in Jersey. It was this giant, I got my 5-pound Pog Slammer in Maryland, but you could get like, it was just like junk, like a flea market full
Yeah,
of crap
junk,
that you would
yeah.
go to as a kid and be like, this is so
It's
fucking
an outdoor
sick.
Spencer's. It's an open air Spencer's market.
Yeah, for real. Used
Yeah.
Spencer's. It's like used
Yeah, yeah,
Spencer's
yeah.
shit. Just like crap.
That'd be sick.
It was. Cowtown,
Where'd you get that
dude.
fucking insane t-shirt you're wearing?
Walmart.
What is that?
It's Yu Yu Hakusho. It's an anime. It's from Walmart.
It's good.
They got cool tees there.
It's good. I was wondering who bought that shit. Every time I go in there, I go, who the fuck is wearing these?
When you see like the t-shirts at Target, I am always kind of like,
Yeah.
huh. Just
There
like
you
a
go.
blue
Spider.
AC/DC t-shirt. I'm like, I wonder what kind of fucking moron buys this.
Sure enough. It's the spider.
Dude, I read an article recently that was cracking me up. So you know like those business lady psychology TED Talks? And I guess dudes do them too. Where it's like, the one example was like, they'll do things like doing rituals improves performance on a business level, where it's like, as silly as it sounds, if you throw salt over your shoulder, it helps like on a bit, like have like a business meeting. You ever see those TED Talks that are just shit like that? It's like a very flashy, catchy title, and they're like, science shows. I don't know if you've ever watched those before.
I haven't really, but I understand.
There's a whole
I've
world.
seen, yeah.
Dude, so apparently that's like a certain field of like business psychology, and now it's under fire because there were there's 3 ladies who they were kind of pass kicking the ball back and forth, but one of them was falsifying data at like University of Penn. Like it was at like big universities, and those studies are like, there's no real, it's just like stupid like business hacks, but they are technically have like, they're science based, but they just like, someone blew the whistle on it being like, yo, someone blew the whistle on them, bro. It was like, they totally faked this study, and they like, you get these studies passed.
What was the study?
It was literally the one about rituals. It was like, if people threw salt over their shoulder,
They would
measure their like heart rate and all this stuff. And it was like, I mean, dude, it was like, they had 3 graphs.
It's the most gibberish study possible.
Dude,
It's the most gibberish bullshit.
But it sounds sick. If you're a business lady in a pantsuit and you're like, it actually ritual performs performance, and here's why, and you're hitting PowerPoints of science, everyone's like, holy shit. It's like business shit. And they got caught. It was like this guy looked at it and he was like, there's no fucking way you guys had 50 people and had like a 90%. It was something like, it was a drastic reduction in heart rate and like all these other things. They're like, that's like one of the number one signs of falsifying data. Usually it's like you're finding a pattern in kind of like chaos.
Yeah.
This would be like a kid being like,
yep, it worked.
Bad, okay,
it worked.
The best. Like, it was just a flat thing.
We threw salt, it worked.
We threw salt over our shoulders, and we were kick ass. And the
We had better days.
Well, they looked into it, and one of the authors, there's like on those like scholarly studies, there's like 12 authors. There'll be like 4 main authors, and then like research assistants, blah blah blah. And they all got like investigated. And the one lady investigated. She was like,
She investigated the investigators.
Yeah, she was like, I'm going to kick off my own investigation.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what kind of like bad science has been on some of the stuff I've been on. And dude, they were like kind of going back and forth. Like it was my research assistants, blah, 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 blah. And like, it was pretty damning, dude, that like, it was already kind of just like stupid pseudo, not like, I guess it was kind of pseudoscience, but they are using research, but there's ways to like fuck with data. And it's like literally zero consequence.
Yeah.
It'll be like, how to make like does lying help people trust you more? It's just like stupid bullshit like that sounds sick on TED Talks. And then at that one, there was one of those studies that they checked it out. Like, yeah, that fucking data set was fucked up too. We don't know who did that. It's just so funny thinking of like, I've watched a lot of those TED Talks, and it's like, oh wow, these people, you just falsify the data, and you're like, you're on a TED Talk stage like a psycho being like, actually ritual enhances performance. Here's why. People are like, oh, that's cool. I'll buy your stupid book. And you're really just printing stupid business airport books for people to read and be like, I'm getting the upper hand right now. It's like a totally inconsequential realm of science.
Damn.
Other than just like sick.
I mean, if you read the study, there would be a placebo effect. There were people that bought the airport book and then threw some salt over their shoulder at the airport, at the TGI Fridays airport before their business meeting. And they're like, holy fuck, I killed it. I was so calm because of the salt. So it might have worked for somebody.
But it was funny because the lady getting in trouble, one of her specific areas of research was like credibility and trust. And like she was lying.
She's a liar. Yeah. That's awesome.
It was delightful. I was like, that was a fun read. But yeah, that was making me laugh. If you hear all those TED Talks, just know the research, the data on those could be a little more flimsy than you think.
Fuck TED Talk. I can't believe they're still doing TED Talks.
Yeah, man. I want to get a band.
Was that like 2011 when those started?
Yeah. Definitely.
I thought they would have died by now.
No, I think people are still ripping them, dude. It's like for real business Valhalla. If you can get up on the TED Talk stage, dude, there's nothing sicker than being like, when I was a child, I had one experience that changed my whole fucking life.
Yeah, and you get that microphone on your head.
That's all you want.
2006 was TED Talks?
Yeah.
What does TED stand for?
Totally educated dorks. Bam. And then what about X? TEDx.
It was TEDx. That
There's
was just
X
the
now.
new
Now
ones.
it's X. It's TEDx.
Those are the cool stuff.
Oh,
Extreme
fuck.
experiences.
Yeah, I think they had
it's just
I think they're
fucking- yeah.
done. I think people don't take really TED Talks that seriously anymore.
But comedians still cite that. You'll hear comedians say it all the time. Be like, I'm just up here giving a TED Talk.
Yeah, well, everyone
They
knows what
always
they
say
are.
that.
Yeah, it's true. It's the number one thing to do when you're bombing. Right?
Yeah, it's some fucking weird TED Talk I'm giving. It usually buys you a laugh. You go, all right, we're still in this thing.
You can get in a good acknowledge the bomb laugh, and then you really that's your portal of escape.
Yeah, you gotta go. This better work.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see how deep you could ride a bomb into laughter. It's got to be able to be done. Like you'd be parting the sea essentially.
Yeah,
it's been like, I know I'm going to talk about people laugh. You're like, no, seriously, I'm freaking out and I don't have a plan. Maybe one more laugh and you go,
Holtzman can ride a bomb.
Yeah, true.
I've seen him pull some out at the very end where people are laughing and you go, holy fuck, he did it. It took 25 minutes.
That's so sick.
It is. He's my favorite to watch. It's the funniest thing on earth to watch.
It is.
Just regular people like.
I told you, I saw a lady throw a fucking glass at the Creek and Cave. She walked out of the bar and just smashed glasses off the bar and just walked out in
During
rage.
Holtzman's set?
Enraged, yeah. She was enraged. I mean, dude, laughing's one thing, but getting a lady to spaz is
It's pretty impressive.
it's pretty fucking
He
impressive.
does it. He does it well.
You know, I mean, that's all it is. You're eliciting subconscious reaction, reflexive reaction. So if you can get like a storm out, it's like
That's
pretty
something.
sick. The Manchurian Candidate lady and like have like bah! Pretty motherfucking nasty.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Pretty
What
nasty.
else we got going on? Lemaire, Gardini, do you guys have anything to add? What have you been up to?
Nothing really.
Yeah, I had a
I had
feeling.
the best weekend ever, and I've sort of just been chilling since.
What was the
then.
best weekend ever?
It was WWF and
Wrestling,
laser tag.
Eagles.
Oh yeah,
laser
true,
tag.
true.
Yeah,
Wrestling, Eagles, laser tag.
Eagles was fun.
Eagles was so fun.
Eagles was a good time.
We were at the Chiefs bar, and I was being nasty to the Chiefs fans. on
Good.
the
It's
way
time to be a
out.
little nasty, those fuckers.
Yeah, dude. What do you think about the Chiefs Eagles?
Can't wait.
You think
I think the Eagles are going to win.
Birds got a shot?
If I'm cursed to watch my team lose a championship twice,
Yeah, that ain't right.
that ain't right. The Eagles are
ain't
going to win.
Bro, they ran
That's
it up on
GG.
the Commanders.
They did. That was fun to watch.
55.
Fucked them up. Saquon's the man.
The Hard Rock guy was so funny. That's a funny thing you could talk about. The tailgate Ted took over the Hard Rock with all the Commanders.
Commanders
fans.
took over the Hard Rock in Philly. And thought they were doing something.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. They thought it'd be sick to just have all the Commanders fans at the Hard Rock in Philly, and
they lost?
every single person in Philly was like, "No one goes to that fucking Hard Rock. No one
Yeah.
gives a fuck about
We
that
didn't
Hard
even
Rock."
know we had a Hard Rock Cafe.
I think a kid died though at the
Temple
celebration.
student.
He was a student.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Temple.
sucks.
Well, maybe an alumni, but
He fell. He climbed a pole and he fell,
Celebrating the Eagles.
celebrating the birds.
Yeah, that sucks. That's a
like
shame.
such
Also,
one of
stop.
the
Some
dumbest
kid
way.
last year fell and like hit his head and got all fucked up too.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no,
gonna have to grease the poles.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's
There's
getting
also
on that.
no upside. It's also one of those things like, yeah, don't do that. I felt bad the guy died.
I understand the upside.
I get when you're young and
You're
it's
up
fun.
there. You're at a very
But
high
man-
pole in front of everyone drinking.
It's sick as hell. I almost
It is
climbed a
sick.
water tower on mushrooms one time. I get the pull
Yeah.
of a high object and being like, I can definitely climb that when you're fucked up. But it's okay, dude fell last year and like completely fucked up his head.
Yeah,
So yeah, dude, put the moratorium on the destructive
go away
behavior.
from the poles.
I
Go away
wanna
from the
go.
poles.
I want to go and climb,
You want to climb?
fall off though. I mean, jump off, not fall off.
It would be,
Swan dive off. The,
dude, it'd be
off the
really
street
fucking hard to
light.
climb up one of those things, man.
I could never do it.
So he fell off and for real died.
Yeah, you smacked his head.
Oh, it
Yeah,
sucks.
passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's
R.I.P. Bro, that does suck. Yeah, I don't
it's
want
just
to.
such a fucking dumbass way to die. That
It's-
just sucks.
So sad.
You're just having fun.
It will. I mean, you're on the precipice of like best time ever, worst time ever. If you get up and you go, and you got the video, sick as fuck, undeniably
Yeah.
sick as hell. Falling and dying though is like
Worst case scenario.
sucks. The question is, No, I don't think so.
They should bring back that show, 1,000 Ways to Die, with like 1,000 more ways to die, because there's definitely more ways to die now than there was
Yeah.
when it
You
stopped.
think the technology's increased?
Yeah.
There's new ways to die.
There are.
Like what? Climbing a pole and falling is as old as
That's
as old as it gets.
Yeah.
Aztecs were dying that
Beauty
way.
and the Beast.
Yeah. What are some new ways are you thinking? I mean, drone.
Mom's actually stuck.
Mom's actually stuck. People going, "What are you horny? I'm leaving you there." No. Starved to death in a dryer.
I wonder how many people, like, you know, when like kids will listen to like rock and roll and like do bad stuff. I wonder how many people for real parent or like somebody, not parent, pray to God, but like someone maybe a step sibling got stuck and they were like,
It's time.
it's on, like it's for real on. Like I read the signal loud and clear.
Yeah.
People do get stuck.
People get stuck.
But Mayor, look up the stats on how many people get stuck every year. People do get stuck and shit. Did you send
Yeah.
the video? Did you see the video I sent you of the kid getting stuck?
Yeah, stuck in that bowl, in that pot.
Dude.
Yeah,
this-
it was great.
how can I forget about this? Oh my God, dude, I laughed. The guy getting stuck in the pot was making me laugh. I was laughing thinking that was like O'Connor's origin story.
It wasn't
Got
O'Connor
stuck.
origin story.
I'm doing everything I fucking
Yeah.
can.
Says according to a recent study, around 4,000 people per year are hospitalized due to having foreign objects stuck.
Oh, well, that's
That's something
That is- you're
different.
right.
that's something. Yeah.
It's different.
Yo, he different, bro. That's something way different. Let me see. Damn, I'm trying to find you the video I sent you of the guy screaming. Dude, I could not stop watching
Yeah, it's
that.
wonderful.
It
was in Alabama, too.
Bro.
Give her some fucking space!
Oh.
She's still healing! She's still healing from all that fucking shit she didn't even deserve! She just
The end made me
That
laugh.
guy is
The
crazy.
end is the best.
healing!
Hold on.
She's a good woman. And if you get her, she will love you like you've never been fucking loved before! Never!
Wait, have you seen the other guy though? There's the first guy to be hitting this is the guy who cries and screams all the time.
No.
I just saw a new one. He dropped a new heater. It was he was a doctor working with a patient, and an active shooter comes into the hospital. It's pretty good acting.
Wait, what? He's pretending. He's like,
He does these videos. He does those videos, except it's always like father finds daughter's body, and it's like
oh, he's doing like acting drama videos.
Yeah.
This guy, I think, is really trying to hype women up.
I don't know. Did you see the one he did with the fucking hair plugs in?
What?
That guy does.
Oh,
one
they
with-
had the lines.
Fresh
Is
hair
that what those
plugs.
things were?
Yeah, he just got hair plugs.
I didn't know
He's
what
in
the
his car like, she fucking is tired. She's so fucking sick of men like you.
I didn't know.
Tearing her down, not believing in her, when she believes in the whole fucking world. I can make those.
They're so good. I didn't know those were hair plugs. I'm like, what the fuck is up with that guy's hair?
Yeah, no, he got hair plugs, and one of them, they're like fresh. They're like bleeding. And he's like, she only works for everyone else but herself. Fuck.
He has hair plugs in height surgery. You ever see the height surgery shit?
Yeah.
I love
pretty great.
those. It's just a couple and the
Jack
dude
somebody up. Fucking get them on the lift. Jack someone up.
Yeah, I at one point the last show, there was this dude. I don't even want to report on this. If people repeat this behavior, I'll be furious. But this guy, there's just 4 dudes, and this young guy was just like in the very front with his 3 bros, and he kept going,
To you?
sticking his tongue, and I am like,
Hilarious.
all right, please stop doing that. And then at one point, I had watched nothing but those Scream videos for an hour, and I was like, stop, get the fuck out.
Did you do that? Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I started, then I kind of explained to the crowd. I was like, I was just like coming, there was like this British guy who like cries
That
about
probably
girls.
didn't go well.
People
Did it
were-
work?
I was so delirious. It was the 3rd show.
Yeah.
I was so delirious. And it did, the guy, I was like, do it for real. Like, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
kidding, but for real, shut the fuck up. Stop fucking flicking your tongue at me. It was
Yeah.
like so annoying. I'm like, yeah, bro, for real, stop doing that. And I spazzed. I was like, that's it. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I
no.
work so hard for you.
I was like, I'm just doing a thing from a video I watched backstage. Anyway, how you guys doing? For real, stop doing that. Oh, dude, it killed
That's
me.
awesome.
It was nonstop. And I was like, all right, man.
It's extremely funny.
It was, but it was very annoying.
I had a lady, a very funny one. I think it was at Wells Fargo. It was hilarious. I was because it's the round, and I just watched a woman just walk straight up to stage and like start trying to talk to me, and I just turned around and I came back. She was gone. She was escorted away.
Dude,
It's very funny to watch someone just walk just straight up to the stage and just be like, hey.
hit the 180.
And I just turned around, kept talking. I turned back around. She was gone. I was like, nice. Security. Escort her.
Dude, I had a dream last night that I was at one of your shows with you in like a stadium. They're setting it up, and you made me chocolate chip cookies with avocado chunks, and I was like, they were delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
And I woke up that morning and I was like, Brittany, do you think you can make chocolate chip cookies with avocados in
Shane
them?
did it in my dream.
I was like, dude, Shane made me the most delicious cookies, and they had chunks of avocado, and I was like, you can't really cook avocados like that, but like, I guess you could cook the cookies. Then, like, I was just like trying to figure. I was like, these cookies have to be made. Chunks of avocado in a chocolate chip cookie would be good.
Your lovely wife has been inviting me to things, and I have to say no because I'm traveling a lot, and I was like, I just reached out to her yesterday. I was like, sorry, I'm saying no to everything. Like, I don't want you to think I'm being an asshole. I'm just busy. And then she was like, I know you're very busy. I just don't want you to feel so lonely. And I was like, what the fuck? The fuck told you I was all fucking lonely? It was like such a funny, like, just a common, normal, like, I can't make it. I'm sorry. And it's like, well, I know. I just wanted to make sure you were included because you seem lonely. I was like, who told you that? I'm not.
That's funny.
Yeah,
She told me
really
about
funny.
that text. She was like, I just don't want you to feel left out of that.
Yeah.
Left out. She
Yeah.
hit you with Mr. Lonely.
Yeah, she hit me with Mr. Lonely on it.
I'm not lonely.
What the fuck?
I'm alone. I was thinking about how I'm total lone wolf Sigma, bro. I was driving today, and it's like, it just is the truth, man. It's like, I'm like, dude, like the group, everyone's like, oh, my group chat. It's like, I'm like, bro, what group chat, dude?
We'll get you in a group chat.
No, man.
I need you in a group chat.
I'm just lone wolf Sigma, bro.
We'll get you. We'll get
Sigma grind, dopamine stack.
We'll get you on. We'll get you, me, Billy Spud. We'll toss you a comment in for a good liberal punching bag. Lemaire, you can join it now that you're a liberal punching bag. You're a basic lib. You really are.
What did you say?
I'm not a lib, dude. I just don't see how it works.
Huh?
It's a riddle from the spider. It's a new riddle. I just don't see how it works. Yeah. And then you got to sit, and that's the end of his side of the conversation. And now it's your turn to talk after somebody says, I'm not a liberal, I just don't know how it works. And you go, what? I'm trying to fucking talk to you. I give everything to you and you take. And I'm so sick and tired.
Yes, you can leave him. You can.
What's that guy's name?
Let me say, actually.
All right.
She'd rather lie in an empty bed and feel lonely than lie next to a man and still feel lonely.
That is fucking deep.
Girls are deep, bro. And
They
this
are,
guy
bro.
recognizes how deep it is and how
He
serious
does.
love is.
And he's just doing it out of the goodness of his own heart.
And he's just doing it for purely to raise women up.
His name is Emotions.
Fucking space! She's still healing!
She's still healing. Give her some fucking space. She's
It's
still
emotions
healing.
emotions.in.life insta.
I mean,
She's still
what is he
all-
talking about? A bad relationship? Shut up.
He's just hyping up women who have dealt with toxic men and reminding them, like, bro, this is your year. You're going to leave your toxic boyfriend.
For somebody that's nice like me.
Imagine if your wife was watching that behind your back and being like, thank you. I'd be so fucking mad.
I'd scream like that guy at her, except I wouldn't be uplifting.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up for once in your fucking life.
You got to see the crying guy. You're going to love the crying guy.
I got to
The
see
crying guy is hilarious.
I've seen the crying guy in his car.
He gets in his car sometimes.
I know
but
he's
screaming.
does he have crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
Sometimes clearly with a ton of eye drops. There's no way he cries that much. His eyes are fucking, tears are pouring out of all over his eyes.
I know what you're talking about now. His eyes are wide open. He's like, ugh.
He's
He
always
tricked
making
me the first time I watched it. I'm like, man, that guy's really fucking going through it.
Yeah, you keep watching it.
Then I saw him in another scenario, and I'm going, what the fuck?
What the fuck? You guys just crying. This
guy
guy
fucking
has
lying to
got,
me?
this is the worst luck I've ever seen.
Yes,
He's finding his fucking dead daughter.
The first one, he got cheated on, right? That was the thing. Like,
Sometimes he'll get cheated
soldier
on.
gets home, gets cheated on. That's a weird, the amateur acting. You sent me one before of just dudes like, I got to put it out there. And it's just like a scene being like, yeah, detonate the bomb.
Well, those guys I like those guys. I like the special needs guys that act out like Avengers.
Yeah, that's
Those
it.
guys rule.
There's some dudes that aren't though. There's some dudes that are
Yeah,
just
serious actors.
yeah.
They need to be launched into outer
The
space.
special bros get a full on G pass. They can do anything
They can literally
want.
do anything.
Anything
I saw a
they
guy
want.
down throw up a Nazi salute in front of a Confederate flag, and I was like,
Rip it, bro.
"Yo,
go fucking nuts.
yeah, dude, do whatever."
I mean, imagine if you had a son. Here's the thing: if I,
If I raised a white nationalist Down syndrome,
dude, here's my thing though. If I have a kid, like, you know, I don't know if I'm done having kids yet. If I were to have a son with Down syndrome and he was like, Dad, for real, like National Socialism makes a lot of sense, and I'm gonna like get after it, I'd be like, bro,
I'll take you to a
I'll
meeting.
deck you out. I'll do an addition. You can.
We'll
Your
go to-
boys should
we'll
do
go to
whatever you
rallies.
want. Keep it in the house. Keep it in the house. Do whatever the fuck you guys want. That'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like those boys. Somebody's putting those boys up to that. They don't feel that way.
That's true.
They're usually nothing but love.
That's true. They usually, yeah, true. You can get a dark autist.
Oh, autism. Yeah,
you got to watch those
autism
guys.
for sure.
You get a dark. You
They,
can
you
get
can get real dark. they get pretty dark.
yeah, true. Those dudes
No, I'm
usually
talking
aren't
about
down
the
with the
DS,
hate.
the DS bros,
True. They're usually not down with the hate.
the
though.
Nintendo DSs. They're nothing but love.
They are NBL for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm
What's that
still.
little fucking look, Lemaire?
I was thinking about something I have to tell you after.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it bad?
No, it's some people I met.
Oh, I thought you were. I
Your
thought you were
boys.
over there fantasizing about Mogging, my potentially Down syndrome Nazi son. I was like, Lemaire, you better stop that shit right the
Yeah.
fuck there. Come in here on some tough guy shit on my boys, my fucking platoon. That would be crazy though. You'd be like, bro, you can't.
And it would suck because you'd have to break his heart. You'd have to go. You know who else Hitler didn't like?
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then he
Just
might
when you
swing-
think you really like someone.
He could swing though and become a full lib.
Full lib DS
Okay.
is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun lib. That's a fun lib, dude.
That's true. I could see that.
Yeah, I support them in literally any political belief they have.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
And they're
actually.
loyal bros.
They
You ever
are.
see the guy with Downs crawling to the ring to try to save who'd he try to save?
Oh
Was it
yeah.
Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold? Shawn Michaels was getting beat up. He was like, dude, enough. I gotta get in there and save him.
I mean, you know how fucking brave that is for real?
Yeah.
You're like, that's for real happening.
This
I gotta
is real.
get my
That guy's
boys
huge, dude.
against Stone Cold, dude.
Was it Stone? I think it was Stone Cold. You
Didn't,
go, I gotta
didn't
fight the
they? I think they were
rattlesnake.
both pretty like.
Everybody was chill. They were like, thank you, bro.
I mean,
Fight's over.
that's so.
You did it.
That's for real. Like that should be Purple Heart.
That is.
That
That's
should
Medal of
be
Honor type.
Front
Like,
of the stand in front of the president and just be like, yeah, bro. Like that was.
I was
extreme,
willing to fight Stone Cold.
Extreme brave.
My boy was, he got stunned. He was hurt. I had to jump in and take the fucking stunner. It's heroic.
It is. What you showing them there?
I'm watching the
The
footage.
video's awesome.
Oh yeah, the
This
videos.
kid, he just goes, all right, that's enough.
The Heartbreak Kid just kicked Kevin Owens in San Antonio this weekend.
Huh?
Shawn Michaels get hit Kevin Owens with the Sweet Chin Music again this weekend.
Oh, at the pay per view.
Mhm.
That's pretty sick.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
No, that's a fucking.
We're just watching two guys watch a video off camera. This is good.
We can slide it in. We have the editing technology.
We slide that in.
Slide that right the fuck in, dude. I want to watch that whole. I was like bugging watching the RFK stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna get involved.
It was pretty cool. It was a cool thing to watch because
Yeah.
it was funny to be like, because I was I'm trying to suspend. I'm like obviously I like the guy, so I could like catch my brain being like, shut up. Anything anyone says, I'm like, shut up, dude.
Yeah,
But I'm like trying to be open minded, being like, all right, like maybe that's a fair point. But they were going after him for his plan for addiction. And he's like, I was reading an article about this today where it's like he wants to start these like big farming places to where you can take addicts, put them on a farm, let
Camps.
them work, kind of like give them some sort of like, rather than just hitting them with, what's it called, Suboxone and shit,
Yeah.
and just putting them back in like their fucked up setting. He's like, let's get them. But now they're coming at him being like, he's bringing back like harm reduction, sobriety to like the 50s, where it's like it's a sin. You need to have like the spiritual breakthrough. We've made scientific advancements, and it's like, dude, giving someone Suboxone and sending them back to like a shitty 2-bedroom apartment to fight with their mom and dad is like, I would hardly call that a scientific advancement. It's like you can give people.
I've been in that house. I've lived in that house when a kid got sent home.
I visited. Yeah, I've visited before.
It's a rough house.
It's fucking crazy
because they are fighting the parents.
And it's like, dude, Suboxone
all day, every day.
All day, every day, bro. And it's like Suboxone works, but it's like you can also give Suboxone to a dude on a farm and do all that other stuff. Dude, these are like accredited psychiatrists being like, he's taking us all the way back, blah, 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 blah. He's fighting. It's like, dude, you can do both these. It's so annoying to like act like, yeah, it probably would be good for these people to give them, just completely take them out, give them something to do. Like, you know, like, like when they used to do prisons where it was like, there was a prison in Canada back in like the early 1900s where like the prisoners had like a monastery. They had everything they ate. They had a farm on this like big plot of land. And it like, they were like, I was reading the first-hand account and it was like, bro, it was like kind of the sickest thing ever. Like it was like really relaxing. It really like, rather than being like, fuck this sucks. It's like, well, if you don't grow the shit, you guys aren't going to eat. And they were able to be like, okay. But it's so weird to be like against putting drug addicts on farms to like have like a good experience and be like, that's anti-scientific. It's like, bro, you're such a fucking nerd. I
agree.
You can give them Suboxone and have them on the farm and be like, you know, you can try to do.
When Trump was rolling that out, it's tough for it to not sound like a concentration camp, which is funny. It's like, we're going to build areas. You can't say certain words. You're just like, we're going to round them up. Fuck. We're building work camps. Fuck. Work will set you free. Fuck.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just lame. It's like, bro, let it go. You're mad about the vaccines. I get you're mad about the vaccines. Don't keep the boys off the farm, dude. Let the bros get on the farm. Let them grow some motherfucking poppies, dude.
I agree.
Let them do their
Let
thing.
them fuel the fucking. We should be doing poppies here.
I know. But it's just so lame, dude, to see that and be like, he's taking us back. It's anti-scientific. It's like, dude, no, it's not.
It sounds like the only solution I've heard.
Yeah, dude.
And a solution, that's another one you got to avoid.
Solution.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from the solution to the final solution. You gotta stay away from certain words when it comes to building camps for your own citizens. Yeah, it sounds like the only person that's come up with any explanation.
We'll put him on the farm.
This problem.
We'll give him a number.
Yeah, we'll give him some numbers. If they're bad.
That was chapping my ass.
Because nobody.
Bro.
That's to me. That was seemingly like the most glaring problem we have in this country. Is homelessness and drugs.
Yeah.
And no one. I've never heard anyone talk about it.
Yeah, it'd be sick, man.
It's like we should try to do something. We can't just keep doing fucking free clean needle giveaways.
I know.
Which is like, I respect it. They're trying. They're doing something. But it's like, let's figure it out.
Yeah, put those boys to work, man.
Get them working.
And it's like, you'd be surprised. A lot of those dudes would be pumped to like do something.
Yeah, get outside.
Like, bro,
Well, most of them are outside. But
True. They're for sure outdoor cats, but it's like,
yeah,
grow some fucking turnips, bro.
they're going to be pumped.
That'd be sick, dude.
When those
If I
things
was-
start coming in, you go, holy shit.
Dude, if I was like laying on cardboard, like fighting like a psychic battle with aliens, and some guy was like, yo, hold up, bro. Fucking reconnect, dude.
We're going to work on the farm. Movies at night.
Dig up the plots, movies at
A
night.
lot of coffee.
Yeah, bro.
You
And
guys are going to be
cigs.
chugging coffee and cigs.
Coffee, cigs, hard work. I'd be like, bro, this is actually way better. I can give up my intergalactic battle for peace
It's
in
going to
the
be tough to
universe.
walk away from that battle.
You gotta walk away.
They're entrenched,
You
bro.
gotta
If you
walk
walk away
away
now, it
from the
looks like
battle.
you lost, dude. It's Vietnam. They're stuck. They have to do it. Like, I'd love to
Gotta
go to the
walk
farm,
away.
but I have to battle. I have to battle the aliens.
That would be kind of tight if we figured out how to Neuralink those guys and just have them that you could just do video game design where they're just sitting in a room all day tweaking out and you're like, oh yeah, that'd be tight.
Ooh, you know what'd be nice if you got to control the hallucinations. You put a drug addict in like a room, and then you get to send. You go, all right, bring in snakes. He has to fight snakes.
Whoa.
And then he's on crack. Just fucking. You go, bring in his own mother. You know?
Oh, with a demon head.
Yeah.
Send in the mother with a demon head.
With a goat head.
And try to drudge up his most painful personal
Whatever his most
memories.
painful shit is, send it in. Make him fight it. And if he wins, he gets to go to the farm.
Yeah, have they ever studied like what those guys are yelling about on the street? Like there's got to be a central theme.
No. But it is fun to walk by them.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I know,
When they're
man.
walking down the street towards you screaming, you go, fuck.
I'm red every time. I'm always going.
I've seen you you got caught off guard, dude. That guy shocked us.
He caught me slipping, bro.
He caught us bad.
Yeah,
dude.
but I had just talked about punching a homeless guy in the belly. As a joke. Just gut checking him, man. Be like, yo, tighten your core. Just tighten your core. You know? On some fucking martial arts shit.
He seemed to be the guy you threatened to beat up, the homeless man. He seemed to be having a nice time. I think he was just high looking at a dog park.
He was. He was spectating. He was spectating on the dog park, and I said,
don't look at those fucking dogs.
Yo, go clean your fucking
dog.
room,
Go clean up your fucking shit.
fucking swipe your motherfucking cardboard. But yeah, I was obviously Josh, and I wouldn't punch him in the belly unless I had, unless
provoked,
attacked. Which then that guy
Even
for
that.
real attacked us, and I was like, please, 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 I take
so
it all
scary.
back. I was just kidding about punching you guys in the belly. Please,
I can still see him,
bro.
I can see him shirtless on that perch. Just
You fucking maggots. He was possessed, bro.
he was so scary.
I was a man possessed.
Then we got him on the way back. That was so funny.
You got him, bro.
I
You
got it.
fired-
I shouldn't have done that.
activated
That was
him, dude.
actually pretty evil.
He went, huh?
He just kept looking at. I just looked at him the whole time we walked by, and I was like, "Huh? You talking shit earlier, you motherfucker?" And it worked. He stood up. He was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Oh
He
shit,
was
my
motion.
bad."
He set off your motion.
He
set off his
was,
motion
he was
detectors,
fully
bro.
motion censored.
He went, you're gonna have a spooky Halloween. Halloween really brings out the ghoul in me.
He is the Sunset Ghoul. He's on Sunset Boulevard, just harassing everyone.
Huge
And
chance.
you just got to walk by and go. Well,
You missed him. He might be muerte.
he looked like he was on the fast track to
Yeah,
death.
those guys go
I didn't see
muerte.
him when we drove by.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
know.
get the second time. Yeah, I
you
never
were saying
saw
you
him.
look for him. Boy, it was maybe
Yeah,
muerte.
but he's a traveler. He was probably moving around.
True, he's a random
Fires
man.
probably sent him
True.
scrambling.
Yeah, fuck. What did they do with all those guys in the fires?
I mean, they weren't where the fires were, but they scrambled them.
They probably just got away.
They probably fucked them up.
Yeah, dude.
If you're high on all types of shit and then the whole city's on fire.
Yeah, fuck. I didn't think about that.
Fuck.
I was bugging out today. I took a walk today and just like it was super foggy, and I walked by this like big pond in the fog. It was pretty fucking sick, actually.
I was
just
fog,
moving.
it's been foggy here. I peed outside last night and I was scared.
Yeah, it's foggy
It
bottom,
was
dude.
foggy and there was the neighbor's lights. I was like, this is spooky as shit out here. I
Dude.
gotta hurry this piss up.
At nighttime, that'd be scary.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't-
scary.
I mean, I was brave during the day. It was easy, but dude, I was walking through the fog, just being like, dude, I am fucking pretty like misty character. Just like I was kind of feeling myself. And then, dude, it was so weird. It made me laugh. I felt like a psycho. But I'm walking, and someone had left out like bird seed, and a squirrel was just there munching. There's a bunch of pigeons, and I was like 15 feet away, and the pigeons, sensing me coming, were like, "Fuck!" and they took off. And I was like, "All right." And the squirrel's just munching, and then I don't know what they were thinking. It was like 40 of them just acting as like one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still walking towards the bird seed, but somehow they were like,
Not a threat.
literally the stupid bird brains like, oh, cool, coast is clear. Flew back to the bird seed, but I had just gotten closer, and they looked like they were all like, oh shit, and they all took off again. I was like, you fucking idiots, dude.
Yeah.
40
You
fucking
should have
birds.
grabbed one to teach him a lesson.
Dude, the pigeons I couldn't get close enough to. There's these big ugly ducks, and dude, I was like 2 feet from it, didn't even budge. I was like, bro, I'm gonna start sneaking these things.
Yeah, start kicking these
Just
ducks.
like, bro, just letting them know, like
Yeah.
grabbing them, and be like, yeah, dude, don't be
you
fucking.
can't hit ducks. Ducks rule.
I'm not gonna hit them. I'm just gonna like
Yeah,
Rocky
buck
them,
at 'em.
catch their bodies, and be like, I'm just letting
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
I
Like,
could.
stop fucking lunching, bro. You think shit's sweet around here?
It's not sweet.
Shit is not fucking sweet. They're nasty too, man. They're like, they'll come at you.
Yeah,
'Cause they
ducks.
lay eggs all down there,
Yeah.
and they'll fucking, if you walk to the kids will walk up to them, they'll be like, bro, find out.
Chase them.
I had to run up on a goose. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Bro, I was with my uncle and my cousin. My cousin, his kid is like, he's like, whatever. It's like one of those age things. And so it's my uncle, my cousin, and then my kids. And he was like, yeah, up here, like my one neighbor has like, he said ducks. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, let's go check them out.
Yeah.
Bro, they were these monstrous geese.
They're
and
nasty.
the kids were ahead of us. And I'm like, he's like, oh shit, they like went onto this property because the older kid, my cousin, was like, oh, I'll take him in there. And so Maya and my older cousin come out. They're, it's like Maya's 4 at the time, cousin's like 8 or whatever. They come out, and I'm like, where's Chloe? And Maya's like, the goose, the goose, and like saying like the goose was like mad. Something tipped me off. Like Chloe's walking up trying to touch it, and I like speed up, and I just see her 2 feet from the thing going, like right in her face, dude. And I fucking mad dogged it, like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, did it walk away?
It backed down. And it came back and went, and I was like, dude, and it was just because I've been talking shit, telling them like, dude, I can fuck alligator. Like, what if an alligator? I'm like, Maya, I could beat the fuck out of an alligator. Yeah. And finally, I had to have like an animal
very small alligator.
Yeah. And dude, I have like monsters, like demons. I'm like,
you
bro,
fuck them all up.
I could beat the shit out of a monster. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude.
Obviously.
So they fight. Thank God my first animal battle was just a goose.
Wolfman,
dude, the goose was jacked, bro. The goose was big as hell.
Fuckers.
It was taller than Chloe.
Yeah.
And dude, she was about to get her eye pecked, dude. It was so close to attacking. And I just had a mad dog the goose. Dude, I feel if someone has a ring camera of like running into their property being like,
I got pinned down by some wild birds once.
Did you really?
Yeah, my mom and I went to.
I thought you were talking about last weekend.
No, that was Monday. That was 2 days ago. I had a wild bird pinning me down.
Where'd you get pinned down by a wild bird?
By my house. We went over to this retirement home that had a pond to feed the ducks. Mm-hmm. As soon as they saw us get out of the car, swarmed.
What?
We had to run into a gazebo to hide. And they were coming under the fucking panels of the thing. Like, yeah.
What the fuck?
It's very scary.
Yeah, they're nasty, man.
Yeah, they wanted a loaf of bread. We gave it to them. They capitulated.
Gave it up.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, they're vicious.
Yeah.
The place I go to, they instruct you like, do not feed these. They're like big, ugly, nasty looking ducks. And they're like, please, for the love of God, don't feed them. Because they're outside. There's like a restaurant right near there. And there was one of like the lady ducks just sat in a big flower pot and just set up shop, and it was like that was their nest. So you'd walk into the restaurant, kids were like, go to grab. You're like, bro, you're about to get fucked up. Back up. I don't want to have to smash all these eggs and kill this fucking duck.
Smash it. Yeah, end the line.
I'd have to end the line. I'd have to end the bloodline, dude, if they came at my kid.
Millersville University had the bloodline. Millersville had.
I didn't know that's what you did.
Millersville University had 2 geese that were swans that were like the
swans are vicious too.
At the university loved them. They had names and shit. And then 2 college kids cut their heads off one night.
What the fuck?
And everyone on campus was extremely sad, and I couldn't help but think, I was like, it's kind of funny though. And everyone was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I was like, it's just funny because they had names and they got beheaded by a fucking dumb drunk kid.
It is funny.
It was really obviously sad and extremely weird to do.
Yeah.
To cut off the head of
crazy.
A swan.
It's insane.
But
could have been a student, They could have.
I think it was a student.
I'm saying it could have been like, I'm not trying to say it was a foreign exchange student.
I
could have been
a
delicious
it was
looking
right
swan.
around when the engineering program was taking off. And I think somebody said, oh, there's just food here? They have food here on campus?
Oh shit, swan meat. I haven't eaten that in a while. I haven't dined on swan in some time. Cutting off a 2 swans' heads.
2 swans is
which
crazy.
is almost kind of impressive in a way. It's like, did you catch them at the same time? Did you?
I think it was a group operation.
You think it was? Oh,
I think there was a group of the bros.
What a prank, dude.
What a crazy prank.
And that's also like,
I'm going to behead 2 sweet little guys.
You're like, dude, it's going to be legendary. It's going to be hilarious. And like every woman's like, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
everyone's
guys, we're all sworn to
those
secrecy.
people need to be arrested.
There's just a bunch of 40-year-old dudes in insurance offices being like,
the worst thing I ever did.
Remember the time, bro. Remember we fucking took their
We got
heads.
to find out who did that.
Did they ever solve the crime?
I don't know.
Because that's almost like too delicious to keep to yourself.
Oh, yeah. Student charged.
Did they really?
Yep. His name was Scott Sunday.
Scott Sunday, what the hell are you doing?
Dang. Monday, Sunday. Yeah. He got charged.
What do you get charged with? Like his
He was
animal
ordered
cruelty.
to leave the campus.
Damn,
Police said Sunday swam across a campus pond to an island where 2 royal mute swans have been mating for about 4 years. Ooh, they're getting it in. Sunday.
It was a classic slasher.
It was. Sunday. Yeah, it came out of the water like Jason. Sunday allegedly grabbed the male swan named Miller after using English muffins as a lure. Sunday then cut off the animal's head with a butcher knife and swam back to shore taking the head with him. What a fucking dickhead.
He got caught with the head?
I guess.
Dang. What? So he left the female. So he only cut the one.
Maybe it was only one of the swans.
I mean, that's became urban legend that he took out the king.
This is in 1995. What the fuck am I talking
Sure, he
about?
left an alpha widow swan. 1990. I mean, you heard the urban legend.
Yeah. Using an English muffin. What a piece of shit.
I mean, bro.
That could have got me. In the middle of mating on an island, I would have gone. You got an English muffin? Is it dry or what's on there?
Holy shit, that's buttered. English muffins are crazy how good they are. Ooh. That's
Are you
pretty
guys
great.
excited for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man.
I can't wait.
Look,
It's gonna happen.
I followed the score loosely on my phone on the way home, and I would check and be like, they're
It's
up
gonna
even
happen.
more.
We're gonna have a good time.
I showed my brothers and sisters in Philadelphia are just careful, man, when they win. Just have a good time, man. Don't climb the poles. Someone's going to climb the poles.
You're gonna climb the poles.
Someone is going to. There's no stopping that.
Yeah. You gotta
Even-
catch people if they fall.
Nets.
You gotta have bros down there.
Safety nets.
Yeah.
The bros are going to be down there to catch you. And if you're that high, you could smash a bro.
Yeah.
He
was high as fuck. I mean, he fucking
man.
died. He fell that hard.
Dude, falling like 18 feet is fucked up.
That's crazy.
No, I don't know how they're probably about at least 14.
Yeah, he was probably up there.
Dude, that's high
And he
as
fell.
shit.
He fucking landed on his head. It was really fucked up. You see that guy just firing a gun in the crowd? It was honestly pretty funny. I mean, it's an insane thing.
You never tried to do a backflip and then landed on like his neck? Or no, you never seen that one?
I don't know.
Dude,
I'm not sure.
Was that in Philly?
It was a Twitter video.
I'm such a safety head now. I get like, when I hear about people, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Careless.
I'm a big time safety head. I don't like.
No, I don't like any of that. I've always had a battle with gravity, me personally. So I see anyone climbing or going up high anywhere, I go, you're gonna get fucked up.
Dude, you fall fast.
Yeah.
So.
I fall fucking hard, bro.
Yeah. I almost busted my ass in fucking Nando's today, getting the wings. I walked in and went, "Whoa," and almost fell. And I was like, dude, that's a fucking problem. I'm not trying to be a brat, but like, someone's going to fall and bust their ass. Place the order, left, because I had placed another food order for something else.
Yeah.
Something munched now. And then I was going to bring the wings for everybody. And I'm like walking back to pick up my wings, and I almost fall even harder. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
someone's going to bust their fucking ass. You ever been in Nando's before?
No.
Dude, it is the chicken is good, but it's kind of a fucking nightmare. You go in there, there's no waiters or anything. You just sit down. No one tells you anything. The first time we went, people were just like, all right, there's your table. And I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes. Like, I'm like, I go up to like, what's the deal? And they're like, there's QR code. It's like zero fucking service.
Yeah. They did that to us
Zero
at the bar.
service.
Yeah. We're just standing at a bar, like, how do we get this? You go to the bar, they're like, you have a QR tag.
It's,
like,
bro,
thank
at
you.
least explain it. That's all. Like,
Yeah.
at least explain it. And then it's like, I was
Fuck
laughing.
those QR codes. Fuck COVID. That's one of the worst things that came out of COVID. Everyone using fucking QR codes.
Some bullshit,
You
bro.
gotta download some app to order shit.
And then you can just order like,
crud.
or you can just order at a counter too. Like, can I well if you want, but we have a.
Yeah,
It's like what it pisses me off, but it is like it's like from London or it's from like England, but it's inspired like Nando's chicken is like peri peri. It's like a Portuguese kind of like African thing, so it does attract like a very international clientele. And you guys know I'm the least racist person. It does inspire kind of xenophobia when you're in there. You get like you're in there and it's just there's too much going on,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of
Yeah,
like
we should be acting one way. We can't all be doing different customs. The whole room
can't all look this different in
Yeah.
here.
Doesn't make sense.
Dude, I was in there with Brittany and like our friends from the neighborhood, and our one friend's wife was like, I just really like the diversity in here, and I was like, I hear a big butt coming, and she was like, no. I was like, no, it sounds like butt. She's, no, not at all. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I always say when I go into an establishment. You know what I like about this restaurant? All the fucking diversity.
It's disorienting. You're going like, okay, I know where those guys are from.
The diversity is being a little loud. I'm trying to enjoy a meal. The diversity is getting a little fucking.
Is the diversity spiked in here? So cool.
Somebody
It's
turn
awesome.
the diversity up, and I'm here for
Bro,
it.
I'm telling you, you guys know I'm the least racist person in the
Obviously.
world. I walk in and I'm going,
Second only to me, but yes.
Obviously.
Tied. We're obviously tied. Tied at number one.
We're the least racist people in the room. No, I'm not saying shit about
Definitely.
those guys, but
Lemaire actively hates whites.
yeah.
Lemaire, you hate whites.
No.
That sounds like a yes, dude.
But dude, you're sitting in Nando's peri peri chicken, and you're going like, all right, I've heard of those guys before. Who the fuck are those guys?
These are new guys.
I don't even know about those guys.
What are those guys?
I don't know, dude. You're in
Never
there, you're
figured
going
it
like,
out.
what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on there? And it's just like, and you know, then you're like QR code. You're like, the fuck's going on? This is because of fucking immigration. And you just give me my shit to go. Trump, Trump, I don't know how to order the peri peri chicken.
Please, Donald Trump, help me order the peri-peri chicken.
Is that guy wearing fucking cricket pads? What the hell?
True. Play baseball, dude. Fucking play baseball. Cricket sucks.
Cricket sucks, dude.
Yeah, I get it.
No, it's fun. It's really,
You're
but
not-
the
you're not
fucking
wrong.
wings, the wings. I was telling Brittany, I was like, bro, for real, Nando's sucks. Fuck that. And then I got the wings. I'm like, yo, these are actually kind of banging. These are so good.
Yes.
The wings do crush.
Those wings did crush.
I was like, I can cook better chicken in
You're
my
right.
fucking house.
And I like that you brought them because we had the baked wing discussion last week.
Yeah,
Baked wings are great. They're
dude,
excellent.
they are good, man.
They're
I
very
ate
good.
40 baked wings this weekend. I ordered mellow mushroom as some other baked wing hotspot. Great
I
chain
might get some
located
baked
across the
wings
country.
from Nando's tonight.
Bro, they're so fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
So I would order from mellow mushrooms. First night I got there, I'm with Del Calo. I ordered 20 wings for the green room. Guys, 20 wings, have fun. Nobody ate them. It was my boy AJ Leidig, my young bull, and then Del Calo,
You have a young bull?
young bull. Yeah, I met him in Chicago. Yeah. And he's just the man. I like him. And he'll drive anywhere Midwest.
Baby, won't you meet me by the bean? You met him by the bean.
I did meet him by the bean in Schaumsburg. But he anywhere Midwest, he's like, I'll just drive.
Sick.
And he's a sick young bull, dude. He made 100
Good
G's in
young bull.
Bitcoin. And then he cashed out.
Good
It
young bull.
It became kind of almost a problem for him. And he cashed out. But he has enough means now where he'll be like, I'll just drive.
Nice.
Anywhere in the Midwest, I'll just drive. And I just kind of like him. I like him hosting. He's really good. But we were there, and I got the bros wings both night. And I didn't realize I ate all 20 both
No
nights.
one's eating the wings.
First night, I was just like, did you guys not eat any of these? Like, no. I'm like, dang, I ate 20 wings. Ran it back the next night. I'm like, guys, I got 20 wings. Have at them. And then I left 2 for like out of respect.
Nothing wrong with 20 baked wings. It's a healthy meal.
40. I had 40 all weekend.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's a healthy
it's
meal.
healthy. I felt great.
Yeah.
I checked my dump. Dump was loving
Classic
it.
dump. Regular dump.
Big protein dump. Big elephant chunk, dude. Fucking
That's
dip it
good.
in the pond.
Yeah. Sunday's going to swim in that toilet and behead that. You dropped a big swan. A little long neck.
Sunday's gonna get after.
Sunday's going to swim in there and cut a head off. Fucking idiot.
How did he get caught? He probably showed
He
one
showed a
dude the
lady.
head, and they were like,
I think it
whoa.
said a lady saw him. Which must have been nuts to take a look at.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's swimming. That's kind of funny.
Damn, dude, that sucks, dude. Your
Damn, he
kid
was
to
a
come
junior.
back.
He was just having fun.
Yeah. That's epic to watch, though. You're just
Yeah.
your Sunday's boy, and you're like, no way.
Damn, he was hammered.
Oh, was he? Although, bro, to be that hammered and swim and catch a fucking swan, like, dude's kind of a beast to be able to pull that off. Just physically. Dude, Rocky had to chase the chicken in the movie. That was like a big deal. He swam hammered. That was an amphibious mission.
Now students are talking about how many times they've been attacked by these swans.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
the plot thickens.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe there's new swans and they're pissed.
You're talking to a guy who killed his 5th grade hamster, bro. I get it. I get that.
I can't believe
The
you
desire for
ate
revenge.
poison. That's
it was
sweet.
fucking revenge, bro. He drew first blood.
This
he
one's
drew- he drew-
he's used to some animal cruelty himself.
He drew first blood, dude.
I agree.
And I also
And you
grew
were a
up.
young man and you poisoned a.
It was so funny.
Obviously, that's hilarious.
It was so funny, dude.
Obviously, that's so fucking
And my
funny.
cousin trying to tell him. Matt killed a hamster. Dude, fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. You fucking threw salt in the grow a frog tank, dude. Shut the fuck up. We had that clear frog. My cousin would put pretzel salt in there and chunks of pretzel, and you could see what it was digesting.
Oh, nice.
Because we got this genetically modified frog that had clear skin, so you could see its innards working. And like my cousin would throw like weird snacks in there, and you would just see like a cheese and stuff. Stop putting stuff in the This is why I don't get anything. Mrs. Maring was so mad, dude.
I'd be mad. Two fucking dickhead cousins were feeding the invisible frog Cheetos. I'd be pissed.
I don't think they have, dude. Grow frogs. Look up grow frog, man. I don't know if they have them anymore.
They had to stop, dude.
It was a frog with clear skin. They genetically like mutated this frog to have like zero pigmentation.
Grow frog.
It had totally translucent skin. Yeah, is that what it's called? Yeah, dude, it was sick. Yeah, but when I was younger, it was like totally normal to catch a frog and just like cut it open with your cousin and like check out its heart and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't do that now, but that was like totally fucking normal to be like, yo, we got an animal. It's
These invisible guys are pretty sick.
Isn't that pretty? Dude, cop one.
Might get a bunch.
Get one for your parents next Christmas.
I might get a fucking ton of them and put them in my parents' house. Phil keeps yapping. He's getting a plague. I can literally rain plagues down upon him now.
That would be so
Locusts.
That would be so funny. Get him an anniversary. Get him get a frog tank and just be like happy anniversary, big heart, and just have your parents like
say,
dates.
This frog represents your love.
Just have like 20 and clear frogs.
He called me today to tell me to watch what I'm saying publicly.
Whoa.
He found out I made fun of Brian Kelly, the head coach of LSU.
Oh.
He didn't like that.
He's like, bro, enough.
He's like, Shane, I'm telling you, you got to watch what you're saying about these guys. Your mother told me you said something about Brian Kelly. You shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, why don't you fucking worry about you? You almost died this year. Shut up. He's like, I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
That's so funny to counter that. Be like, no, I'm actually really fine.
Yeah, he's like, you need to watch what you say. I was like, I think I'm doing all right.
Oh, it's
you need to worry about dying. It was a good argument. We had a good argument. His argument was, I need to stop making fun of LSU's head coach. Mine argument was, don't fucking die.
Yeah, hit him with the Brian Johnson, bro.
If somebody almost dies, you go, I'm done taking advice from you. You almost died, dude. No more advice from you ever.
Yeah, dude. What are you trying to kill me, dude?
That's funny.
It's hilarious. It's very funny.
It's really mean.
It's also,
really
I know, but it's so funny to counter that. Like, dude,
You can't tell me anything anymore.
let's not forget, bro.
I go, yeah, dude, I saw you. I visited you in the hospital.
I know
dude.
what you did.
Don't fucking tell me any advice.
It is so mean.
So mean.
I mean, negging someone on like death is so good,
Did
bro.
you almost fucking die this year, dude? You fucking idiot. Just making fun of a 7-year-old for having a heart attack. Yeah, that'll never come back to haunt me.
That's good. It's fun. It's fun. If I was like confronting
He
my
laughed about it.
mortality,
He
if
was
I was
having
like on the precipice, you got to joke about it.
Yeah, he was laughing.
Yeah, it's so funny to be like,
Yeah.
dude, old dudes love talking about dying.
They talk a lot of shit
You're
until they're
not
on that
rad-
bed, and then it gets real.
Yeah, I'm sure their eyes get wide. But my dad, there's nothing more. Every picture we take, like, that's going to look good at my funeral.
That's
fucking
what
right at
Phil.
my box
That's what
party.
Phil hit 24/7. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm about to be fucking dead in a year."
Yep.
And then when he hit that hospital bed, he was like, "I don't want to die." I was like, "Yeah, I know, bro."
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it was really scary.
I'll like get myself in that mindset of like, all right, 'cause, I'm like, I got like an abstract. It feels like 40 more years, probably. Like, I got all the time in the world. Once you're like maybe 5, it's like, oh, that's wild. I try to think about that, and I'm like, bro, that's
It's wild. It's so scary.
major bug out.
Thinking about dying is fucked up.
Yeah, it's a major bug out.
Yeah. I was watching Louis, a funny clip from him of just like when you're that old, like people are like 110. It's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Just fucking die.
move.
No one knows you. Not one person knows who you are. Everyone's dead that you ever knew.
Everything you've ever known is now
Is gone.
every structure is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, stop it.
It's time to go.
Yeah, that would be cool to get super old and somehow.
Lamisi, I got to say, I miss you. It's been tough not having you here.
My new place is crazy.
I come in here, I sit down, I go, damn, I wish Lamisi was here. I wish I got to watch that curtain rise while I'm playing Xbox and go, yes, Meezy's up.
How's the new spot?
It's okay. It's all right. Just got the bed in there.
Yeah, you
got the bed?
You got my bed.
Swag.
It's all right.
That's good.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah, I saw a distressing photo of an air mattress next to some boxes, and it made me feel really sad. I was like, I got to get the boy back. It was literally a stack of his shit next to an air mattress, and he was laying on an air mattress looking at his phone.
Yeah.
Put the shit away. Get off your phone. Put the shit.
Yeah.
Put the box of shit away.
That's the humble mat, dude.
Yeah.
The air mattress is the humble mat. You were just a cherry on a big old humble pie.
You were. That is a humbling experience. The mattress.
It is sick though. I kind of love that.
Air mattresses do rule.
For real.
Yeah.
Rocked out pretty hard on them.
I was thinking about just putting one in the front room until I get a couch.
Yo.
Just laying on it and watching TV.
Casting couch.
You have a front room?
Casting couch.
Yeah.
Is it a shared room or is that one?
Wait. There's a shared living
It's a shared
space.
living space that you want to put an air mattress in and lay.
Yeah.
Why?
That's just, with women. You live with one woman or two?
Two.
There's two women, and your plan is
One.
to, instead of a couch in the living room, put an air mattress that you're going to lay on.
Oh,
Until there's a couch.
now that you have a bed,
But what
Yeah.
are they going to do?
lay down, bro.
Just walk around you?
No, it's just the furniture, bro.
Walk
Everyone lays
around.
down instead of sits. I see, dude. I think that's crystal clear
I
logic.
actually, the last time I slept on an air mattress was in my living room in New York. After we got
Really?
bed bugs, I just put an air mattress in a totally empty living room and slept on the. Yeah, that was humble pie. I think that was right after I got canceled. I was just laying on a mattress on a floor, like, oh shit.
That's where a man thinks best, dude.
It is.
Just laying on an air mattress.
That's Bane, dude. I was in the pit in Batman. I was going, I gotta get the fuck out of this.
The worst is when mine deflated and I just slept on a deflated air mattress for like 2 weeks and was like, all right, I got to go back to Walmart and figure this out. This is not.
I gotta go back to Walmart and steal another air mattress.
Pack it up in the box, return it. And
Yep.
be like, yo, this thing's clearly defective. Yeah, I did the pad on the but I did have that foam pad.
Foam
which
pad.
was, so I did
clutch.
a little bit. I did foam pad on the floor, and I was like, bro, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna.
My
I'm
air
so,
mattress was hell, dude.
yeah, you had the thin
I
board.
had it was like a pool raft.
Yeah, dude, that thing's
That
rugged.
sucked.
Oh, dude, I got some. Well, I didn't get to do it. My kids got the sled when it snowed here.
Nice.
It was.
Sledding rocks.
It's so sick. I was like, Maya, I'm gonna give you the ultimate boost, and I gave her like a hard push, and it just veered the sled sideways, and she tumbled down. That she was pissed. I don't want any more pushes. I was like, my bad.
Yeah,
my
you got a
bad.
good point on that.
My bad.
Sorry, your father doesn't understand physics in any way. I tried to launch a child.
So I thought it'd be funny if you went as fast as possible, but that's fine.
We're different, you and I. I'm a speed hound.
Yeah, true. Yeah, she was just. I mean, it was
You
their
build
first.
any ramps for him?
No, it was. There was literally like a half
yeah,
inch.
yeah,
There was like
yeah.
grass popping through it, but it was enough.
Sleddable.
It was sleddable. It was enough to give him the. I took Maya sledding when she was 1 in Philadelphia on the tiniest hill, and we didn't have like proper winter gear at all. We still don't. I'm like their winter gear was so fucking whack. But she was little. Brittany's like, she's got to go inside. I'm like, bro, she's fine. Relax. And like we stayed out for like another hour. And I didn't realize how cold she got. We went in and like she hit the bathtub and like the warm water burned her skin because she was so cold. She was crying. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I was like, yeah, my bad, dude. All right, my bad. I thought it's fine, dude.
Yeah, this is a cold kid. What
I'm
up?
fucking warm, dude.
cares?
Relax. I like her skin. She hit the water. Her skin just turned bright red. I was like,
that's
my
all
bad.
me.
My bads. I fucking told you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's hit the tub.
Let's hit the hot tub as a
speaking
unit.
Speaking of turning red, let's go hit the tub.
Let's 4 men get in a hot tub together. Do you guys
Bro,
have
that'd
time
be
to
sick.
tub with us?
Let's
Mary,
tub.
I don't want you to wear anything. Nah, that's fine. I want you in there nude.
Play a little water polo.
Yeah,
Let's
we can
grease
have a little-
ourselves up and just see what happens.
So West Hollywood haircut in there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Let's knight each other.
Yes. Thank you very much for listening to our podcast.
Yes.
That concludes this week's program.
Hey guys, welcome to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. We're doing a little road episode. I'm in Ontario, California, recording a comedy special, but we're recording an intro for my newest special that'll come out eventually. And I met you, Steve. Steve Crawford, dude.
Great to be here. And
Lifetime
I met
entertainer.
you. That was a crazy day we had.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was
Absolutely.
mostly you. You were doing stunts and shit.
So this guy, don't let him fool you. He
Wow.
You got actually hurt.
I got hurt, a little bit injured.
Your ribs are messed
So,
up. Wait, that should be nothing to you. You're a stunt. How long have you been doing stunts for?
Exactly. That's the problem. So now I'm all broken down and sore. So I did Daredevil stunts on the road for 30, 40 years. And that was for state fairs, festivals.
How'd you get into that?
You know, I was a kid. I had a childhood hobby of magic. My mother told me about the movie Houdini with Tony Curtis. And I watched this thing, and I watched him get locked in the water tank, and his appendix burst, and he dies. But something it affected me differently than it did the other people watching, and it grabbed me.
You watched the Houdini, so you saw him die in the tank, and you're like,
I did.
I'm
I'm like, oh my
torch.
gosh, I want to do what this guy's doing. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to die, let's die in a water tank in front of an audience. You know, we're all going to die.
True.
But didn't plan to die and didn't die. But I was lucky. I had a locksmith that lived next door. He taught me how to pick locks, and I really became a big Houdini fan.
And your stage name was Houdini, right?
As a child, I went all the way in those days, actually all the way to college. Houdini names, you know, with somebody Eenie. Everybody put an Eenie, so I went with Houdini. Can you hold, my beautiful assistant is here. Would you hold the microphone? I'll show you one of the first tricks I learned. This is a quick one.
Did you ever use male? It's always women. I never like sexy boys for the assistant.
I think you got to hold it closer. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, get up
that
there,
was you that told me. All right, here we go. Little dollar bill trick.
Here we go.
So a lot of kids start with this stuff, which I did
Yeah.
at the library. Picture of Barbara Bush. I don't know if you can see that. Or
Kind of looks like Barbara up
whoever it
there.
is. I always thought as a kid. Anyways, no, we fold the dollar up. In this trick, what we want to do is make it come out backwards or different or upside down. But in this case, it actually changes.
Yeah.
$99 different. As you can see, you get a $100 bill. So money didn't really become the motivation to do it, but it kept me doing it.
You got the
career.
Philosopher's Stone. You could do alchemy. Transfer the lead into gold.
We could do that. That's true. I will say I picked up many dates as a
you,
child,
Sean.
pretending to be a real wizard, and that
Yeah.
I could do real magic and read her mind, and you wouldn't believe it. Magic is a great way to meet girls. Don't let me.
I wanted to ask you about that. That seems.
Absolutely.
I watched the reel of you. That was the Oklahoma. What was that? The hockey team, right?
Oh, you saw one of my sports events doing
saw it.
illusions.
Yes. My question is, so when you're a magician, because you're a magician, actor, stuntman, you do it all. You're a general entertainer, a real entertainer. Everyone thinks they're an entertainer now, but you are the real deal. 40 years of locking in getting locked underwater, acting.
You know, it was a funny thing when I was growing up. I was the only entertainer that I knew,
Yeah.
and I mean, I met people who helped me in the business, but you know, I did my shows, and now I look at social media, and everybody's an entertainer. I'm like, I'm the only one on there not entertaining anymore. It seems
your
like,
blood,
but
sweat, and tears.
It's, in the world has changed. Everybody's entertaining.
Well, here's the question. So with the magic, you're saying is a good way to meet girls. When's the first time you converted magic skills into just some? I don't know how graphic you want to get.
So often. Well, I've got one true story, and it's a no joke. There's a victims protection order on file in Oklahoma.
Hold up, bro.
So-
on you or the person?
Oh, the girl who had a fatal attraction, and it was it was this that in '81 I opened for Alice Cooper. I was his opening act. We did some illusions, and I was a good guy. Backstage, I met with the people who won the radio passes to come backstage, you know, and friendly and. The band members were sleeping with people and all that. I didn't get any of that. And one of the rules I had.
How old were you back then?
I was very young. I was 18, 19 years old.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, one of my earlier gigs back in college days, I was in college when we hooked up for that. But I had been meeting girls in clubs and telling them I was psychic. So I felt bad about that. This even in high school, and would read their mind. And of course it worked. You know, they're just, we've got this connection. But I had a rule I would never go out with a girl that I met at a show. Because what they see in the show is not who you are. I mean, you're playing a role. You're a daredevil stunt guy with security around you. And I mean, you're playing this image, right? Mm-hmm. Or you're a funny guy in a show, whatever it is. So those people don't know you. So I broke the rule one time, and boy, it was crazy. Young lady, you can look up. It's still in the file, court case. But yeah, she. tried to come on hard to me to marry me. All of a sudden, I'm like, what in the world? We just met.
You gave her one taste. She lost her mind.
And exactly. And I told her words to me were, you know what? She said, I should have killed you when I saw you at the state fair in September. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
And she grabbed the wheel of my little convertible, and it was icy out, and crashed it. And then broke in my house later, stole stuff. There were gas stoves in those days. I was a single guy, and turned on all the gas, blew out the pilot lights, and then attacked me through the back door. So everybody on our city block there went to court, and we won. And
Bro.
But I learned my lesson.
How many times did you pipe her down?
One time.
Just once.
It was once.
She got a taste of the amazing
what in the
Eugenie
world?
once.
And I just don't know. I don't know what to say about it, except, I don't think it's a good idea to commingle,
That makes sense. That's kind of smart.
Really
So you were that smart, that young to keep it separate, because that's a good insight to know. Like, dude, this is all glitz and glam.
Yeah, it's true. And I learned the lesson.
So I really wanted to ask you about that, because doing the county fairs must have been crazy. Like, what were some of the stunts? What was like the craziest stunt you did at like a county fair?
Everybody had a favorite, and so at state fairs, primarily we did about 25 state fairs starting in September through November. West Palm Springs, Florida kicks off early February, and Shreveport, Louisiana, not my favorite fair, but that ran right into Thanksgiving. So there was a ton of fairs, and so we had ground acts, family shows, animal circus, kids circus. I did circus sideshow, illusion. So we had that going. Then I booked a secondary act, which was the Daredevil stunts. And one of those was locked upside down in the water torture cell that Houdini inspired, strapped to roller coaster tracks and a straitjacket, had to dive out of the way right before it crashes through, from a screen.
What?
Hanging from burning rope straitjackets in the air. But there were other markets for swimming pool events. I let anybody with a backyard pool could hire me, bring their padlocks and chain me up to weights and throw me in the pool. And if you had $5,000, I was available to do it. And some close calls, but I made it through that.
What was a close call?
Well, there were a lot of close calls. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't know which was the tell first.
So here's the question.
There were some accidents.
Someone hired you at like their pool to escape, and you died in their pool. What's the deal with that?
I would sue myself. So I had a $2 million liability policy that if myself or anyone else was ever injured at one of my shows, that it would pay off. So my first step would be sue myself because I was injured at my show.
It's kind of
That was kind of my plan anyway. Get rich off the accident. But anyway.
So what were the babes like at the county fair? Because I know Alice Cooper, obviously, probably crowing, but like at the county fair, what's that like?
Well, exactly. Use your imagination, and the smaller the fair, the smaller the town. Yeah, I love small town. I'm from a small town. So, but people are, to be honest, we joke about that, and there was a lot of flirty, horror types, I guess you could say, but there was a lot of very, very sweet people, and I mean it sincerely. My favorite guests, they came every year, just really good people, honestly.
Yeah, that's
from
cool.
This community.
That's cool, because I always wonder about that, because that's like, and you kept it to the code that whole time. You just only broke once for that one lady.
Absolutely. I think it was my fingers. I always practice with my fingers. You want to see a finger trick? You want to do something?
Wait, we're talking about the hose right now.
It's another magic trick. All right. I'm
Lovely assistant. Go ahead.
I'm going to have you lay your mic down. You got to do this one with me. All right. Would you hold this one? So, actually, magicians, we do use our hands to exercise a little bit to get our magic going. If you do this, hold your hands like this. Clasp your fingers together. Now, wiggle your first finger. Wiggle your little finger. Good. You're very good, talented yourself. Okay, now separate. Now, we're going to go down. Now, can you keep turning to go all the way out? It's a little bit of a stretch. If you're watching this or try it at home, to get all the way out. Now, reverse your arms and lock them like that, except kind of hold them up high. There you go. Now, wiggle the first finger and the little and go, oh. Linda Blair taught me that one, actually.
What'd you do?
Woo. Twist your arms around, right?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
I didn't either. Anyway, I tried.
You're never going to believe it, guys. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. If you're still dry wiping with toilet paper, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Why? Because Dude Wipes are wet, and extra moisture cleans away that dry what dry never could. They leave no room for dingleberries and stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and flushable design makes it clean up a breeze. No more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Think about the last time you really could have used dude wipes. They're good for cleaning up cum. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide.
You want to hear a county fair story?
Yeah, please.
You got time? Would you come back? You're so good at this. I love it. Trick with a couple of jokers and hold on. We're missing one. We're used to standing up. What kind of comedian sits down? You're lucky.
I told you I would stand. I have no problem standing.
So I've got a story how I lost some money from a guy running a little scam, a little gambling game at a fair. And it went like this. I thought being a magician, I'm going to win all these carnival games, right?
Yeah.
This guy had 3 cards at his game. One of those was a joker that he was using. He had a second card, and it was a joker. And then he had a third card, which was actually an ace. He said, this is the money card. Now, what you got to do is keep your eye on this ace. All right, here we go. I noticed he made a shifty move. I thought he put the ace on the bottom. When I guessed the bottom, actually, I lost my first $1. Now, then he said this. He said, look, I'm not going to mix the 3 cards. I'm going to leave them in the same sequence, the 3 and right now, give you a second guess. Now, I said it was the top card, which cost me $1. I said, I knew if it wasn't the bottom, it had to be the middle. And, well, that one cost me $1. I said, okay, now you're using more than 3 cards. He said, that'll cost you $1. I said, you've taken the ace out of the game. He said, that'll cost you $1. Anyway, I owed him $5. Here's where he got me. He said, look, there's an ace. Would you hold that one?
Yep.
He said, here's a joker. He said, if you can still tell me the name of the last card, if you hadn't forgotten it and all this, you win your $5, double or nothing. You get double your money. I said it was a joker. He said I owed him $10. So I did learn, watch the games that you play at the carnivals while you're on that subject. Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever beef with any carnies? Because that seems like you ever beef with any of the carnival folks?
No. In fact, there was a little, what was the code? If you ever got in trouble with a guest, you holler out, was it Rufus? I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been to that market, but all the carnies jump in and help you.
Really?
They do. They watch each other. They watch your back, the entertainer's back. That was one of the first things I learned. That's kind of a family.
It's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what would you do then? So if you were on the road like that and you weren't like, taking advantage of the babes, not in like a bad way, but I'm saying they're plentiful, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? Like you just chill all day and like do magic? Like
you're talking about, I'm sorry, after the show?
Yeah, what would you do?
There was no break. At a fair, you open up in the afternoon, you do some shows, you run them into the night, and then you go back and you're just wore out. You've been outdoors all day, typically, a lot of indoor events. But yeah, and go back to your room and hide.
Really?
Get some rest because you got to do it again the next day. When the fair ends on a Sunday night, you got to pack your tear down, hire help.
You're out, yeah.
Big tear down, load your trailers.
For
and
sure.
Head on down to the next one.
So what about the one thing I wanted to ask you when we started is like, what's the relationship like between a magician and a magician's assistant? That seems like it's an erotic. I don't want to keep like hammering on this, but it seems like an erotic situation. Like, how do you handle that?
Yes, it could be. It's all you keep it in the back of your head. So, unfortunately, they never knew. They never knew my thoughts. No, I actually very respectful.
Yeah,
we'd hire dancers. We would hire people that were there for the art and did a good job. And honestly, we became good friends.
That's cool.
I never made a move on an assistant, but there were some I certainly liked. I think they liked me, but we just left it at that.
You're a professional as hell. I guess that's how you do it for 40 years, man. Otherwise,
40 years. It was that long till I could get out of it. And I did comedy clubs in the 80s. Did I hear about that?
No.
So I had 3 comedy club acts. And it was an agent that convinced me to do this. Keeping in mind, I'm an actor. I wanted to be a comedian, but I never really was that funny. I mean, honestly, I didn't think. But so we developed 3 acts that we booked into the comedy clubs. And one was a pickpocket comedy thing. And one was a monologue with some magic. And the third one is the reason I got out of doing comedy clubs. I had a problem with myself doing this with anybody. I went right in as a headliner. I think a comedy club, you need people to start in the beginning, an opener, a middler, and then you work your way up, and you got real talented comedians out there. But I had an act that just booked the year up like that as right off the bat, ran it right in as a headliner, because there was no choice but to put it there. And why it booked was the ticket sales. and it's the hypnosis show. So I became a certified clinical hypnotist.
Oh, that's you majored in psychology.
It was actually an acting theater major with a minor in psychology. But then I became a member of the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I went into these sessions where we learned how to hypnotize people. And I screwed them up. I messed with them. You had to work with real people, right? And tell them that their watch is gone. Well, I would really steal their watch. And then I would touch their eyes and then put my fingers here and say, you're going to feel something touch you. And then I would touch with my other hand. And I was doing magic on these people, right? And then when we came out, all the guests are sharing the stories of what happened. And the certifiers are like, what happened? He did what? And, even with kids, we hypnotize kids. But honestly, people are crying. They're talking about their problems. I thought I would never be a doctor. I could never be a clinical hypnotist.
At the shows, people will get hypnotized.
But in the shows,
it was
it's animal. So yes, a comedian to me is not a hypnotist or vice versa. That a comedian is a comedian. And so here we are in there booked as the headliner because you got to do a lengthy show. You got to bring people up an hour and it's got to be in that spot. And it was a very popular act. So there was a change at the end of the 80s where there were less comedy clubs. So I got in for commercial reasons again. And I like to switch things up because I get bored, change the market some. And the clubs are going down, and so I had an opportunity to stay on, and I think I heard that Jokers was one of the clubs we were working with, wanted now their people to go with them full-time or something. There were some changes going on, and I thought, you know what? There's some great comedians that I met while I was out there, and those guys, they deserved the comedy club. So I left them alone. So I left it out. I got out of there. And,
principled man. So what were the shows? So you said you would hypnotize people and steal their stuff?
So pickpocketing was actually a separate thing, but when I was referring to when we were practicing with real people and real problems, we would go into a room with them alone as part of your training to get certified as a clinical hypnotist to help you with problems. And I just couldn't resist. I'm like, oh my gosh. You tell them their watch is gone and now they don't see it. And you show them a coin and you tell them it's a different coin. And they believe it's a different coin.
How does it work?
In these tests? Well, this is all through mental program, right? You relax a person. Hypnosis works this way. You get someone in a very relaxed state of mind. They go to an alpha pattern, and now you can speak to the subconscious mind. You don't have to go to a clinical hypnotist to try some tricks at home. For example, if you're worried about remembering something tomorrow, a better word is recall because it's always in there, but you want to be able to recall. So you relax into this like you're falling asleep, right? Very relaxed. And then you look and you picture the shower curtain and tell yourself, when I see this shower curtain, this thought will pop in my mind, so you won't forget it.
Yeah.
And watch, the trick to this is, the fun thing about it is this. The next day, a year later, 20 years later, when you see the shower curtain, it will pop this trigger in this thought. And you go, wow. Then you begin to realize, oh, this stuff really works. It's not all just a show. I mean, a lot of it is a show, but that you can really do that. Or the subconscious mind is so amazing. Most of us have an internal clock in the subconscious mind. You tell yourself, I need to wake up at a certain time as you fall asleep. Watch if you don't wake up either at that time, sometimes on the minute, but usually just a little before, because you know you got to be up at that time.
Yeah.
Your brain will wake you up. So it's about relaxing and getting into the subconscious.
Got you. What was like some of the crazier things you did hypnotizing people?
In the shows? Well, making people rigid, laying them on two chairs and standing on their body. And it was not a magic trick. It looked like one, but they're so rigid. And then a friend of mine, Dr. Roy Bellows, who's a hypnotist, the next thing I heard, he's in court where somebody came back later and said that they had some back injuries. I'm like,
stand on the back?
Threw that one out. Well, you stand on the front, you put their feet on one chair and their head here, and then you walk on their body.
What?
It's a classic. It's been around.
Would you do? Men and women or just men?
Well, that depends on your fetish. I mean, I don't know.
I might try that tonight. I might try to jump on a lady during my hours. Jump right on her belly. It's squish her.
Hypnosis. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. They become space aliens. They, raise fun acts in the shows.
Yeah. Were you ever tempted to use the hypnosis for like evil purposes? Not on women. I mean, guys, whatever. Just like tricking people, getting like a clone army going.
You know what's really weird about that is people ask you too, have you ever used your lock picking skills?
Yeah, true.
Haven't you ever been tempted to break in? No. I mean, you could take a brick and throw it through the window tomorrow if you really want to break in. it doesn't change you at all. You
Yeah,
still
exactly.
are who you are.
Yeah. Well, every locksmith knows how to kind of pick locks. I
Well,
feel
sure.
like, so.
But they're like, well, no, I don't want to break it anywhere. You don't need to pick locks to break in somewhere if you want to break in, but we don't want to break in anywhere. You know,
true.
you really don't change it. And hopefully the people that do take advantage of their skills, like pickpocketing. I'll admit, as a kid, we used to go down the street and take people's wallets and practice and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to steal from anybody. You know, I got to get their money back. But
Yeah.
we wanted to practice on strangers, and we did. I'm like, I can't do this.
How do you pickpocket? What's the?
Well, you don't have a. If you ever watch on, do you have a buckle straw with a strap on it over there? I can't see what you. Nobody got. So like, give me your hand, and so somebody got a watch on here. You grab here, and you would literally pull back.
Oh, you pop the strap.
Shank, and you squeeze it, and when you pull it away, they don't feel it. So you look for that style watch as a first choice.
Yeah.
And it was in my comedy club act. I'd bring the person up, and then I would wave it in front of their face. It's okay. I'm going to hypnotize you. You're getting sleepy, and then we'll try a post-hypnotic suggestion. The watch is looking familiar to you, and they're like, "Oh, that's my watch." So it was an inherently funny comedy act. And then I would have them tie my hands behind my back. And it's an old routine. Harry Keller, I think, the magician, invented, where you pull your hand out and back in over and over comedy. So I'm flashing the guy's wallet behind his back and show it, and flashing this and flashing that. So take it and then return their keys or something at the end as a finale. We had an occasion in a comedy club once, which caused a real issue, is I added a new bit. So I walked into the audience and I grabbed the proper watch and started picking. Actually, let me go with you. Would you mind helping me? And took a different guy, but I had this guy's watch. So the finale, the new change in this act was at the end. After returning this guy's stuff, everybody laughs. I point to the guy in the audience, "Hey, don't laugh. I got yours too." And you get an extra round of applause, right? I forgot I'd taken it. It was a brand new act. It was in my pocket. And I left the place with this guy's nice watch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got it. So I actually had to call the manager of the comedy club, and he put out an announcement, and somehow he got a call from the right guy. The guy, I was at that show and my watch disappeared. And he's like, "Yo, you got your watch." What? And we gave him his watch back.
That's
so
nice.
Everybody thought it was funny and quite amusing. I don't think they knew if it was part of the act or not, though.
It is nice to know if you ever need to, you could be a master thief. Obviously, you wouldn't do that, but
It's very true.
Tough
Absolutely
times,
true. There's nothing, and there really is nothing, no lock that can't be opened, or there's no item you can't escape from.
handcuffs. I know you can escape. You said.
So,
Can you set the record for escaping from handcuffs?
Yes, sir. I wasn't going to mention it, but I have a world record. Well, that's boastful. So less than 2 seconds.
Came front page news as Steve broke a world record with the escape.
We're ready. I've got the stopwatch. Okay, go, Jim. Out, out. Whoa, yeah. Go ahead. Let me see these. All right. Very good. Look at the stopwatch, Steve. 1.47 seconds, and that is less than 2 seconds is a record. Congratulations.
And I only sent you one picture of, I just want to share that. I when I was stepping away from escapes, getting older, just a few years back, I started doing something unusual for law enforcement groups. I actually got a phone call from a former chief of police, and he was in Oklahoma, and he calls me and he says, "Steve, we've got a problem. People are getting out of the handcuffs. They're getting out of their jails, and they're escaping these things, and they're turning this stuff on the cops. They're leaving them for dead, or or killing them. We need your help." And they had a budget, so they would pay me to come in and teach them. I said, "Well, I'll teach you how to get out of things, not just to show you how easy it is to do this stuff. Once you know, is I will show you how to escape from padlocks, handcuffs, and things with items around you, and then I'll do it after a search, and then I'll do it without touching anything, which is a matter. Well, so we went with 2 things on the cop car, and I've got some photos I can send you. A piece of wire from the windshield wiper. Sometimes I put a person up by the windshield wiper, and you take this flat piece of metal, you can shim the cuffs open right through the notches. You're not really picking the locks.
Wait, so how do you get the piece of metal again? Where is it at?
Off of a windshield wiper. So you'll see some photos. I'll send you this later today of me holding a windshield wiper out in front of a police station, and then and actually with it in front of the cops, showing them how to use that, and then a piece of metal that I found in the back seat of a spring of a car, if you could dig in to get it. But and then another one was picking padlocks with the stem from reading glasses or glasses, which is actually two pieces. You get a shim, you get a, and then there's something completely different, which is going through the shank of a padlock. So anyway, I'm doing this stuff, and we go from local police to, I was connected, put up with an organization that was with the criminal justice system, and it was called the MacGyver 101. And it was a 3-day weekend. They had a guy that was a narcotics, Federal Bureau of Narcotics there, another guy in weapons. I was the only one that was a non-officer. So I don't know if you can actually Google on YouTube. Somebody put it on there once, the handcuff escape and a prison escape.
How'd you escape from the prison?
There's several ways. So I gave him one of the methods that with certain cells you can use that people would take shampoo bottle, toilet paper, remember it's things around you, and block the bolt hole. And when you slam some of the cells, it seems like it's shut. That's not I don't give away my best secrets, believe it or not. I really don't. So this is the one I gave them.
Yeah.
And I cops said, "Oh, we had that happen. We actually had a guy get out of the cell that way. This stuff's really going on."
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not afraid to share it.
Yeah.
I think the best. But we were shut down, and I will tell you this too. So we're doing these federal things. I know we got to go quick, probably, but
You're good.
I actually
We're good.
told them I had a second hobby, and it was sneaking into places, testing security at places. So I was trying to make this part of my business.
I always wanted to go to stores to show them how much I could steal from them, and then go, here's how I did it.
So if you really want to see this stuff, I'll send it to you. I was making this part of my business. We had some customers that I would show them how I could get through their security and get past the bomb squads. And some of these things were so easy.
You get onto a plane, you think?
That's what I was leading up through.
No, really?
Big time story. This is the story. So I've got the photographs to show. I told them, in my observation, the TSA at the airport is the absolute weakest security in the world. And I can get, and I got an arsenal of stuff through it. And I will show you, I kid you not. Started with things like metal signs from, about this large, surfboard, and finally a big metal sword, which I've got a picture of my wife's angry looking at me, and it's not a fake picture. She didn't know I did it, and I put it under my jacket. And so what was going on? There's I'm going to share this right now because I'm not supposed to share this. This is what ended my career with the law enforcement. I love this story, and I'm sharing it publicly for the first time. And it could get me in some serious trouble. I kid you not.
Yeah.
So here's what was going on. I said, I said, okay, first is I called it the magic trick. We'd go to the airport. I've got all this on video pictures. And you've got all these TSA standing around, right? An abundance of them watching. I want to get that number down. When I say the magic words abracadabra, a big group of them, they all leaving a skeleton crew for me to work with. And it works every time. Abracadabra. And how? This is what they were asking me at the they said, how do you do? Is it hypnosis? No. So I would hide a bottle of water in a backpack or drop it in somebody's purse while in line.
Yeah.
In one of my demonstrations, I used my nephew, because he was in on it, but you can stick it anybody. They get flagged. These extra bodies are here just for that reason. You got a bottle of water, they're going to take you off. And they're going to, so you can get these people out of there, right? Now they're over there, no harm, no foul. The lady or person gets to leave. It's just a bottle of water, right? But you get rid of them. Now, the next step was this. There's this tray, this table where you roll all your stuff around and you put your stuff in, right? And underneath, there's nothing there. It runs right up to, I guess, what's designed to be a portable x-ray machine. It's got wheels on it. There's a gap underneath this thing, right? So this is blocking the view. You got the people on the computer looking straight down. You got this guy over here telling you got to take your shoes off. You got the guy over here making sure nobody needs help. And you got people crawling all over the floor, putting shoes on the other side. So I would drop the item in the floor and kick it underneath the machine, right? And I'm snapping photos, which is illegal, I found out. I snap, and I've got a ton of these from like 20 airports. Kick it. And we were showing them on the screen, showing how I got this, that, and trying to get something done. So the MacGyver 101 team, the people I work for, they wrote a letter to the White House. I guess the criminal justice system did, and we got a nice letter, and I got a big certificate. Wonderful, all your stuff you've done. This is going to cause some changes. We want to fly you to Washington a certain month for this round table thing they do once a year, and my stuff would go right to the government. Suddenly, my sister, who lives in Hawaii at the time, gets a call. I don't know why the guy couldn't find me. And because I didn't answer my phone, but it says, we need to find your brother right this minute. Where's your brother? She said, what's going on? He said, well, they're coming to arrest him and go to jail. She's like, what? She said, if you know how to get a hold of him, you must find him right now. So I'm saying, what's the matter with you guys talking about? You told me to call this number if I ever got arrested going through the airport. And you would tell, they said, well, that's the thing. You know, we normally they work with this. We tell them you're testing it. Or we would, you know, talk to the judge and you're working for us, you're helping.
Yeah.
And he said, no, he said, the TSA are pissed. He said, these guys, they say they're going to make an example out of you.
What?
That you're guilty of several felonies. Not only did you not work you're not a lot in law enforcement.
Yeah.
That you took pictures, you manipulated officers and bragged about it out of the area and endangered lives by showing people how to do this.
Who'd you show though?
I put it all over social media.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone. And I told them I was going to do it. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be part of a cover-up.
Yeah.
I said, if we show the public what's going on, they'll change it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I am not so egotistical to believe that I am the only one on earth who's going to see that and could do it.
That's pretty smart though to kick it under.
They made some major changes. So if you look at my photographs of airports, or you have a good memory, go to the airports now, and they're all a little different. You can tell they're experimenting. They've changed some things. They've got a wall they're putting now that runs further back, so you can't control something right up to the to kick it under. They've got a machine now to bring the carts back around that they've made. They're finding ways to complicate this thing, and I'm very thankful that happened.
Why did they arrest you? How'd you get out of that?
So they were looking for me, and my guy, he says, I need you to hide. I'm like, what? He goes, I'm dead serious. He said, because if you get arrested, we may not know where you are.
Yeah, it's like federal stuff too.
Yeah, he said, it's a TSA. He said, these guys are not joking here. He said, they are mad.
They're
They're
never joking. They're always fucking grumpy as
he
hell.
said, we're going to fight with them. So he came back. He said, it's been resolved. There's 3 conditions. One is we can no longer hire you. You lost the gig. You know, no more teaching the officers. We got to end this. No more airports. No nothing. Number 2, you got to delete all your social media posts, which I did not do. I still see some pop up in memories, but somebody deleted some of them. And they said, and number 3, they want to meet you in person. I'm like, why do they want to meet me in person? He goes, I don't know. They just want to see. No. I said, I'm going to do everything but that.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a trap.
Yeah, really.
Turn yourself. I'm not an idiot. But anyway, so no, I never. They said, oh, and that part of the condition. Not only can you not tell anybody what you did, you can't tell them why you can't do it anymore. This thing just has to go away now. Yeah, just disappear. So that's why this is the first time I've shared it, and I'm a little upset.
That's kind of annoying. Man. How big was the sword you got through?
How big what?
How big was the sword that you got through?
Oh my gosh! I should have sent you that picture. It was from the floor to here.
What'd you do with it once you got through the security?
Well, I carried it around, but it looked like this. I took it on the
Did
plane.
you get weird looks with the sword?
Well, the photo that I'll send you, we're at the gate where my sister is flying one place, right, from one plane, and my wife's there. My wife said, you can never do this stuff when you're with me, which I didn't typically. On this, and so I had 2 versions, right? Some of the stuff I just carried on me and tossed it down, but I usually use the jacket, okay? And I would use the jacket to kind of drop it to get whatever it was underneath.
I got you.
And then when I'm down tying my shoes, I would retain. Sometimes something got stuck under there. It wasn't a sword, but I would just crawl over there and get it because everybody's in the floor putting on shoes. This is the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life, you know. And one of the officers even saw me once, and I said, I dropped my wallet. And it was just, underneath. I got
sword.
But the sword. So we're done through. We got it through to the gates, and that's from there on. It's really no big deal. But I'm saying goodbye to my sister, and I'm holding the sword and the photograph behind my back, and you see my wife going, and I had somebody take the picture, right, of us leaving, saying goodbye. We're hugging and she's just going, so she's still mad.
She knows you got that thing on you.
She's very upset about that. So that's a real photo. I'll show you. I wanted to put it back on social media even after. It was so funny. That's when some of this was going down. And he said,
how long ago was this?
7 years before I moved here.
I don't know why in my head I feel like if a crime happened 7 years ago, you're good. So
and it was one of the reasons I left where I'm from, Oklahoma, was that to move to California. That was a reason. the fact is, I had studied acting in college and always wanted to be an actor.
I thought you were a great actor. You did great.
Thank you. I think I love doing it. It's really something I've worked on it since a kid, and I want to do it as a career. And it was one of those things where I was going to come out here right after college, but I couldn't. I got trapped in my career. Once you start booking annual stuff, now they're going to book ahead. You're booked that month this year, so they book you the next year. And next thing you know, 30, 40 years has gone by, and you're just, and so it really took COVID as well to shut everything down. And I said, I'm never looking back, to go into acting full time.
Did you get any like long-term injuries from doing like stunts and stuff?
Covered with them.
Are you really?
Absolutely. Yeah, covered with them. I did an air show stunt, did an escape, and I had a bad landing.
How high up?
More than 10,000 feet. But it's not, it was an escape from a box, which was a thing where the audience thinks that they're going to. I was actually booked by a man named Etzel Ford. He has an air show team, and he came to me. He said, I know you do stunts. He said, can you do something for air shows? He said, we need a new act or something to go with us. And he said, in air shows, in most shows, you want people to think you're going to die in a stunt show, but in an air show, you want them to know you're going to die. And I said, I had the idea. What if the audience thinks they're going to die? He said, even better. So in this effect, I drop from the plane in the box, and the audience is told it's falling out of control. So they take it up in the plane, and the audience can see the chute open, and they go, Steve was open to shoot. He's carrying the box back over the drop zone. So now I'm holding this box, it looks like, till I get over in the area.
Wait, so are you
release it?
You're in the air?
I'm with a chute.
Oh, you're holding this box.
I'm holding the
over.
box, which is what it looks like, and then I release it and pull these toggles and land. Well, the truth is you can't hold a box when a chute opens in the air. So I'm wearing this harness we had made down in DeLand, Florida by a company, real nice. They make tailor-made stuff for stunts and air shows and things. And a strap attached me to the box. So I have this strap, and as I get lower, I release the box and would open my chute. So the problem is, anytime you get two lines, FAA approved stunt is safe. I was angry at them. I said, you guys weren't honest with me. Anytime you put two lines in the air, you run a risk of danger. You get a line entanglement, which is exactly what happened. The chute came out, wrapped around the strap to the box. So I've got a chute there. Not the end of the world. You got two chutes. Cut away your left one, pull in your right one, right? So now I've got this chute open with the strap in the box, which is what it's supposed to look like, but there's an additional piece there that shouldn't be there, the first chute.
Right.
So it's causing you to go like this. As I go down, you can't look down when you're lowering. Skydiving is a weird thing. You can't tell how low you are by looking down. You have to look at the horizon. So about 50 feet from the ground, looking out that way, you can tell where that is. You slow your descent normally, right? So in my act, is I cut away and then slow my descent, right? So the horizon is just doing this. I couldn't tell, and I couldn't cut it away because I didn't know who I'm going to kill, right? This whole thing could land anywhere. So I'm trying to focus to see where I am, and that's the last thing I remember. I had a concussion. I've got the short socks, the nerd socks. You can see the scar right there on my.
Why are short socks nerd socks?
I saw you in one of your acts. Some of the audience brought that up, and you showed them your socks, and I
don't remember that.
You don't remember that? It's on YouTube right now. Socks. It's on right now. You're having to yell things out of the audience.
Oh yeah.
And one of the guys says something about this short socks.
Oh, it was they were saying black ankle socks. They were saying
So here's you can see the scar right there, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I got one on both sides. But I broke my hip. Oh. I broke that ankle too, but this one got crushed and most of the internal parts came out. It took forever to heal from that one. Broke the jaw. I've got scars on my arm still from it. And so this was a long time ago. So it took forever to get well. But I had a chute opener, I'd be dead. It was just what you'd say a hard landing.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it amazes me. People in the old Army, those guys never did have opportunities. They always came down hard. I don't know how they did it.
That's crazy.
Commendable that they would ever put up with that. But yeah. So yeah, I had spikes through my body one time. There was a guy who'd hired me before. It was a thing where I used to get chained in a chair, and we'd had a martial artist with a screen with spikes, and he would come running down. I'm gagged, and he would kick through this thing after a 10-second countdown, and I would roll under him basically. And come out. And so this guy hires me, and he says, "Can you do this act? I'm going to have people bring stuff to the show." I'm like, I'm exhausted. And he's got a pole in the stage, like a flagpole. He goes, "We're going to wrap you around this pole instead." I'm like, "Okay." And I said, we'll do a pair of handcuffs. Give me 10 seconds to get out. And then he has people bring stuff to the show and brings it up on the stage. I'm like, what in the world are you doing? He's the EMC. He had hired me 10 years before.
Was it EMC?
What's that?
You said EMC?
He was the MC of the show.
MC of the show. I got you.
And the promoter. He had hired several acts. So he brought me back for this finale, and people were chaining me up. And I'm like, okay. I said, I need a full minute to escape from this. He gags my mouth, and they get the screen ready, and he says, how many of y'all think Steve can get out of this in the 10 seconds he originally promised? I'm like,
Whoa.
Punchline's got to be coming, right? Got to be a punchline. And everybody applauds, and he says, put it in place. And he stands up, and he says, 10. Now I'm like, are you kidding me? What? And I'm like, sure, I didn't have a chance, right? So I just turned my back to the spikes and this thing, and I've still got here.
What the fuck, man?
Crush. And the sad thing, and I wish my brain had been in the right place to not move an inch, that the audience broke out into applause because they thought I disappeared. And instead, I start moaning and moving, and I'm stabbed, But I wish I had not done that now. I didn't realize.
Well, if you didn't move, you would have been fine.
They thought I was gone. The curtain would have shut, into the show, and everybody thought I disappeared. And then this thing starts moving. They're like, uh-oh. So anyway, I'm like, dude, why did you do that? He goes, I thought you were kidding. And he said, man, I've seen you a million times. He goes, I thought you could just, it's like, and you're out. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to have to confirm that.
Thanks a lot.
How big are the spikes?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
One of them, went right by my spinal cord,
Oh, dude.
I'd been paralyzed.
What?
Do we have time to do another magic trick, or we don't?
I think we have time. Well, the one thing I wanted to ask you about, we have a half an hour. We're good. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. Riff prompts. When you wipe, are you sitting or standing? I started out sitting today, and then I actually, I'm not lying. I got saved by Dude Wipes today. I was in the bathroom taking a dump at Shane's house, and I had, when it like clings to the side of your butt, kind of. I had a large deposit cling to my butt, and it like literally, did you ever get it on your hand at all when you wipe? I don't want to gross you guys out. Accidentally, have you ever got it on your hand? I did it. It literally happened to me today. Like I got it just a tiny bit on my hand. I was like, "Fuck."
Well, that's the joy of the Dude Wipe, an XL wipe for an XL man.
No, it came in handy. I would have had it gone home. It was such a disaster that thank God I did that. Guys, whichever way you wipe, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and the flushable design makes cleanup a breeze. They leave no room for dingleberries or stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. So no more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. The one thing I wanted to ask you about, we'll definitely do some more magic. You used to be able to hold your breath for 4 minutes.
Yep.
And now you said you can't hold your breath that long anymore?
No. And nor do I know what happened. I've had, a lot of things started to change. I used to be in, very good physical shape. You might remember seeing some of the older photos.
Ripped. I saw the picture.
For an audience, and I was starting to develop some intestinal issues, Crohn's disease, which I kind of hid and continued. Some things were going on. But, I started as a kid, holding my breath, and I was on the swim team. And they always hated it. I was horrible swimming on top of the water, so I would always dive in and go all the way to the other side. Dude. And as we come back, emerge, to finish it up. So I get in, and they're like,
"What stroke were you doing? What stroke were you doing?"
Oh, that was just a regular bicycle,
Oh, dude.
But they
you would just be submerged the whole time?
Oh, the first run, all the way to the end. And when I come back, I'd come up to give them a little bit of fairness, but I was fast under that water. There was no rule of how long you stayed under, right? So if there's no really rule in the books, how long you stay. But I practiced all the time. And so, I was comfortable sitting on the bottom of a pool, shimming locks, picking locks, manipulating them open that people would bring. And honestly, you get 8 or 10 locks. You don't have to open all of them. People didn't realize that necessarily. But, you open the key locks. But I was comfortable. And then I would spread this, pace it out. I wanted to give the audience a good show. Somebody asked me when I was coming out of one of my water effects, which I could do the lake and the box and things, all these, you come out, you're exhausted, you're coughing up water, are you really suffering, or is it all an act? No, I'm really suffering, but it's all self-inflicted. I would stay down
You
there.
would stay as long as you
you
can.
stay underwater as long as you can until you absolutely can't stay under the minute and come up. You're going to be really breathing
Did you ever
hard.
pass out underwater?
Actually, I did one time.
I did once too. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you get? Did you get pulled out?
I don't know what happened. We were at Ponkin Theater in Ponk City, Oklahoma, which was supposed to be a haunted theater. And we had some weird stuff happen with the water tank, an older water tank. When they were trying to pull me up a double pulley system where I go up easy, started fighting them. They're pulling this thing. They're, we don't know what's going on, right? And we got this on video. They kind of get me up, and it's this big A-frame. I'm hanging upside down. There's a roller thing. I mean, you got your feet and these stalks, right? And then you got this thing that runs up to the top of this. Where they pulled you up and they roll you across. They're having so much trouble. I think, man, this thing's gonna break. Something's wrong here. So the minute we got up there, I said, "Get me over the tank quick," because they're holding your hands. And I mean, the second I was there, it broke. The weird thing on that night, the break had nothing to do with the pulley system. It was a piece of steel that they would use for mountain climbing, right? They held the stalks and went. That thing just broke. It shouldn't have broken. And another place had nothing to do with the tension. So there was 2 issues, really 3, because the water was boiling after we put a little bucket heater in hours before because it was ice cold water. Should have taken a day to heat it, but the water was like boiling hot when I almost went in it. And I'm glad I tested it. So this was like a haunted theater, and everybody's telling me all this haunted stuff's going on. I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, everything starts going downhill for my act. So when I hit this thing, I didn't get any air. Because I wasn't prepared, right?
Yeah.
It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one, hold it, go in, and I'm good for a while, right? In this case, I was probably on the exhale, and I went down. So when the stalks came down, they couldn't get the lid on because it fell so fast. You got to hit it just right.
Yeah.
And the guys are fighting with it. And I've got a guy sitting right over here who's a spotter who does nothing but watch me. And if he sees me make a signal something's wrong, cut it.
Yeah.
I'm like, cut it. I'm looking, where is he? He's not there. First rule in Daredevil stunts is don't change anything. Don't improvise nothing. This guy left his post to run help these guys get the lid on, right? So I'm trying to get my part to get out of this thing, and I blacked out. The next thing I know, I'm in the floor. So I had fallen, but I don't know what happened. I literally don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
Very peculiar experience for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Very,
crazy.
very terrifying for sure.
Yeah, I was just swimming with my friends and we were like drinking, and I think I was using my kids' goggles, so they were super tight and they were just like cutting off like blood in my brain. And I tried to go back and forth in the pool, and I was coming back, and I don't remember. I like remember coming out of the water just lungs full of breath. I somehow just propelled myself out, like kind of blacked out, and then I fell forward again, just hit my chin on the edge of the pool.
Water is so dangerous, and even for an escape artist, and I don't like to tell all my secrets, but I would do everything I can, I could do to make these things safe. Like chained up, thrown in a pool, is that I would have a signal, to something's wrong, and we would tell the audience, well, they'll have to jump in and pull these heavy weights all the way to the shallow end to get me out. Well, the fact is we had a rope with a hook on it. But then I'm like suffering later, and I'm asking my guys, because could you see me? And I really couldn't see that well. The water was too chlorinated. I just couldn't see it. Or we're in a lake. I almost died in a lake. I showed you a picture of this, I think, yesterday, coming out of the lake. That was totally unexpected. Wooden box was in a lake, and I did what I had to do to open it, but the wood had sealed. And I mean, it was a tough sucker to get out of there. Once I got out, I'm exhausted, and I'm trying to work my way up. Lo and behold, we've got quicksand or something underneath the water. When I get to shallow enough to walk, it takes me down, and I'm like pulling. It's hard to get my head on wet shoes. I mean, they're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm fighting to get my feet out of this, and my guys are coming out. So the photo I've got on my phone, if you see, but they're coming out to try to help me, and then they're sinking.
Oh, fuck.
I've got 5 guys, 10 guys are rescue guys, and they can't even get to me, and I'm just like, and I'm so tired. So water.
Yeah, water's dangerous.
It didn't scare me, but water didn't scare me like some things like height scare me.
Yeah.
But it's very dangerous. Yeah.
It is peaceful though underwater. I have little kids, and we'll go in the pool, and every now and again I'll just disappear from my whole family underwater for a good minute. And it's just the
absolutely
best. Just the fucking best. Just to go underwater. I can't hear anything for.
Yeah. And that was my life.
seconds.
So, circling back to a question you asked, I would sit there underwater and comfortably do my thing and enjoyed the peace and quiet until it was time to come up. But then one day it changed. I just lost that ability.
It's crazy.
So I went to a doctor and I said, we got a serious problem. I'll get bookings. I said, listen, I can hold my breath a lot longer than this. I can't hold my breath. I don't know why, as much as I practice. And so they even did a heart test, massaged my heart. They said, this sounds like it's a heart thing. And no, your heart's fine. And they finally said, listen, whatever weirdness it was that you were gifted with to hold your breath for 4 minutes is just gone.
Whoa.
You know, your body's changing.
Just time for acting.
You know, it's time to go to become an actor. Like, I got to survive the last. So the thing that changed was I went from a comfortable performance, because it's a show, even if there's danger, even if it's tough, you know, it's still a show, a comfortable performance to put on a good show of fighting against death, struggling, you know, to a real fight against death where I'm going as fast as I can and suffering every minute.
Did you still keep doing them even after?
No, I didn't book anymore after that. I had to, but I finished my contract. I mean, I had bookings. I had a religion about it that once the deal is made, you know, you don't pull out. If once you sign, you're going to be there. And I mean, I don't recommend this for everybody, but it's the truth. You know, I did a show with a broken leg once. Not that break, another one for a roller coaster. I had to go do a second show. So
how'd you break your leg on a roller coaster?
Well, that was a thing where I'm strapped to the roller coaster. I think I showed you those pictures. The straight jacket, and we put a screen up, and the roller coasters come in. I have to dive out before it comes through. And I did this a long time ago. Yeah. Way back. Spring Lake Amusement Park in Oklahoma City was the first one I did, and that was in college, way back. Some other guys have done it since then, but it was my original act. And there was a way I knew that the roller coaster was so close, right? So you don't want to jump out too early or it looks boring. So you got to wait till it gets there and then jump.
It caught your leg?
What?
The roller coaster caught your leg, you're saying?
No. I thought it was closer than it was. So it's like with flying that, you know, you don't trust your eyes. You got to trust the instrument. So I had a way of knowing where it was that I didn't trust it. It sounded like it was there. I'm like, I don't have time to jump up and land on this platform. So I just went straight down under the tracks and dropped 15 feet.
Oh, Jesus,
broke
man.
the ankles again. My poor body. You talk about, I had a total hip replacement last November.
Yeah.
It got so bad I couldn't walk that year, the pain. And I'm like, no, I'm too young for a hip replacement, doctor. But that's the best surgery you can get, boy. I tell you what, I'm
really?
Yeah, I can't tell. I've ever had a problem. Nice. I'm not as limber as I was, but I will say that, you know, because you're not allowed to stretch after 6 months or something. But we live with it, and I think it was all worth it.
Nice.
You know?
And the one thing I wanted to ask you about was I found this kind of fascinating. You were on, what was the TV show you were on, the cooking show, America's Worst Chef or something?
That was very recent.
Yeah.
Last year, or was it the year before? I lose track of time. I'm doing my acting thing, and there's a strike going on, and I was on a series, an Eli Roth Scary series, which was still on Max, playing an exorcist, and we were going to have additional shows, and we got shut down for the strike. And I'm like, oh man, this sucks. And so I asked the union, well, what can we do? They said, well, you can do reality shows. So I am the world's worst cook. I'm really horrible. When I was single, I would throw everything in a bowl, turn on the stove high as it would go, stir it up. Didn't care what it tastes like. Throw on all the things that you need to eat with your 4 food groups and eat them. Yeah. And but I was on the road eating out. My whole life. And then I marry a girl that was a great cook, and she doesn't allow me in the kitchen at all. Period. You know, I made a mess when she leaves to see grandkids or something. You know. Yeah. I've rent the microwave. I've done, but anyhow, so I auditioned and got on World's Worst Cooks. I think it's pronounced that way.
Yeah.
It is Worst Cooks in America.
World's Worst Cooks.
Season 27. And
it's beautiful, yeah, 27
beautiful
seasons,
lady,
man. That's crazy.
Chef Ann Burrell, I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
You know, she died here just 2 weeks ago.
That's nuts, man.
And it's just so sad. She was a great lady. Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of fun on the show. You know, of course, she's yelling at you, and you know, we're hamming it up. The bad cooking was all real. People think I made that stuff up. You know, we hammed up the performance a little bit.
Sure.
It was all real, but we're really shocked, and I had a great time though, and some great memories. And sadly, she was going to take a break from the show, but she told me she wanted me to come back, and so did the producers. they occasionally do reunion shows.
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
The worst of the worst. And he's going to have me back because we had such a good time. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back. I thought, is this really the image I want with my acting?
Yeah.
But now that we lost her, I'm like, you know what? If I'd known, I would have definitely gone back quicker.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Very nice lady.
Yeah, it's a shame she died. I didn't realize that show had so many seasons. That's crazy.
Nor did I. I've heard it once or twice before that. You know, yeah, I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, because like Triple D's got to be at what, like 30 seasons? Like Diners, Drive-Ins has to be at least like 30 something seasons.
Yeah, it's got to be. I haven't seen that in years. Is it still on?
I think so. I think it's actually like shot in like fucking 8K now. I think they really stepped up the production on D3.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's set some tricks, man. Let's close this thing out strong.
All right. You're on.
Here he is.
Sorry to make you wait so long.
Oh, that's okay. Happy to help.
What made me think of this when you're talking about the spikes and cutting and a little bit of rope magic today? Okay, but you're going to be my assistant.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of, I don't know if you can get this. We just stabbed my neighbor over here. Maybe you've heard of the famous trick where the rope floats up into the air. Someone climbs the rope. That'll be you.
Okay.
Disappears, and then the rope falls. Have you heard of this?
No.
The East Indian rope trick, very famous. Well, that's okay because I don't know that one, but that would have been a good trick. All right, now, I really do know some weird things with rope, though. For example, have you ever wondered what happens when you take the ends off the rope? You can actually get a looper of rope when you do that. But to do the trick I want to do today, I'm going to need two ropes. They have to be exactly the same. Now, this is where you come into the trick. So, would you hand me the center of the rope? Just got to give me the middle.
Right here.
All right. Mr. Microphone, would you agree? If we cut it here, that would give us two the same length. All right. That's a spot selected. Very careful. Take the scissors. Don't cut the fingers. Just cut the rope. Grab the scissors.
I'm going to give you a nice injury.
Right there. Don't cut the mic cord either. Right? All right. But we're a little off on the length. That's okay. I'm going to have you even these out. Let me line them up straight and ask you to cut this off right here. That should do it right there.
Where you want?
Right there. I think that should make them exactly the same length. All right. Now we have two ropes. Okay, we need two ropes exactly the same length. Would you mind cutting that right there? Just give it a good cut. There we go.
Right there?
That's a way to do it. Now we have two ropes exactly the... Have you ever had something called deja vu?
Yeah.
Have you ever had something called deja vu? Have you ever had something? Yeah, you knew that. You heard that one coming, I bet. Here we go. Just say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
All right, we're just going to start all over. Here we go. Now, to do the trick I really want to do today, we're going to need two ropes that have to be the same length. That's where you come into the trick. Grab the middle of the rope and just lift it up, hand it to me. Now, would you agree if we cut the rope here, we'd have two the same length? Like pretty fair. Would you grab the scissors again, cut it just like you did before? Here we go. And darn, we're a little off on the length. Would you mind cutting it? You know what? Rather than go through all of that again, I think if we just do the trick, we can actually correct the length. So let me give you a good view. You look like a good knot, right? Hold on to the end of the rope real tight. Don't let go. Watch the knot. You can let go now. A lot of people think it's a trick knot. That is why I always like to untie it. Come here. So everybody can see that it is indeed a real knot.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Matt, would you like to put two ropes back together yourself?
Yeah.
I know you can do it. Big fan of yours. You know, I got a carpet named after you outside my door at home too. All right. I'll get the scissors here for you. Always been a big fan, by the way. Thank you for having me. All right,
sure,
we're going
man.
to tie the ends of that one. We'll give it a cut. And I want you to pick a rope. Do you want to use the one I just tied and cut or the rope I'm going to cut right now?
I'll take the one you're going to cut right now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
All right, let me get that a cut. I always give you a chance to change your mind. Would you like to change your mind or keep the mind that you have?
Okay, I'll keep the one that
You're going to keep his mind. All right, here we go. So we're going to tie these together for you, just like that. All right. Hold it on the end. All right. So you won't be able to do the magic wave because you got a mic. So instead say the magic words.
Abracadabra.
Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Say, oh, what a great magician I am.
What a great magician.
Now, you don't have a hand, so take it in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the knot off like a real escape artist. Ah, you did it.
There you
go.
There we go.
Good job, man.
Oh, it's done.
You can keep that as a souvenir.
I will.
It might be worth pennies someday, right?
Yeah, how'd you even do that? That's crazy.
You did it. You did it.
True. Magic's in me.
We can do another trick if you want. I'll show you how one is done.
No, I would never reveal.
Do you want me to show you how a trick is done today?
If you want. I thought magicians
stand
get
up
killed
over
for that.
This is a special show. It's The Secret.
True.
Podcast.
Yeah, show me the secret.
You got
Show me the
see
secret
All
trick.
right. Can we take a little break and we'll
Yeah,
we'll
take a
hear
break.
it?
Take a break.
All
We'll
right,
end it up.
we'll be right back with The Secret for The Secret Broadcast Show. Okay. All right.
All right, we're cutting back in. Let me know. All right, we're back. The interview portion. I think the interview portion is concluded, but now we're doing tricks.
All right. No,
It's a good interview. That was a great interview.
I had fun.
Thank you.
I had fun. I was talking to the microphone, but we're going to give it off in a minute. But first, a little more magic. We promised we're going to be doing some miracles right now, many as they were done thousands of years ago. Maybe you heard of this one. It's called walking on water. Thank you. No, I was about to tell you, you just got promoted. We do hold both of these things now. Okay,
He's
thank you
back.
so much.
Oh, he's lovely assistant and Mr. Microphone.
Beautiful. Okay. This is definitely one of the things we're not going to have a relationship with our assistant, by the way. In case
I don't know, man. If you put me around all those carnies, it could get kind of weird out there.
All right. So what are we going to do? Well, this is a secret podcast. I'm going to reveal a secret today.
Oh, here we go.
Show you a magic trick. Show you how it's done. For this trick, you need a handkerchief, a scarf, and a left hand. You put the handkerchief or scarf all the way in the hand like this.
Okay.
You make something called a magic pass. We know what a pass is, right?
Mhm.
I'll go up to Mr. Microphone and go, hi. No, not doing that kind of pass. We've already established that. A magic pass. You do this. Now we have an egg, and the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into my pocket.
Yo.
Right. As promised. All right. You ready to see the secret?
Let's see the secret.
Actually, I bought it by mistake. If you ladies need some out there, this is the secret. You put that. All right. Different secret. All right. Yes, the secret to the magic trick, and this is a trick egg. It's a plastic egg laid by a very sick bird, and there's a hole in the back of the egg. Kind of a letdown when you see how these work. And you need two handkerchiefs to do the trick. All right, here's what you do. You hide the egg in your hand, hold both hands the same, you come out in a natural way. So now, whatever looks natural.
For sure.
Take the handkerchief, wave it around like this. Actually, that depends on the company that you're. You don't want to drop it either.
True.
Anyway, sorry. You're getting paid, right? That's all that matters. Okay, here we go.
He's actually really wealthy.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could renegotiate this relationship after all. You didn't tell me that. Okay. So
he's in the top 3%, I would say, in the country.
Wow. 3% of what?
Earners.
Really? Amazing. Congratulations.
Apparently he has a huge dick. I don't make it weird, but
this
he has a
job
huge
pays
dick.
a lot. Huh?
He's got a huge dick, too.
Oh, yes.
Money, big dick.
I guess you're getting a lot of fans right now. Gosh, I didn't plug my Instagram. You guys follow me on Instagram.
Plug it.
Entertainer Steve Crawford. Entertainer. You type entertainer, I'll pop up. Why did I do that? Because I'm from Facebook country and I'm trying to get some new friends out here. So
got you.
Nice to meet you guys. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, you hide the egg in your hand. You hold both hands the same. Come out in a natural way. Take the handkerchief and you start placing it in your hand. But we know it's going where?
In the egg.
In the egg. It actually goes all the way into the egg. There we go. You make the pass. You show them the egg, and you tell everyone that the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into your pocket. Now, there's a couple of quick rules.
Why do you show them the egg? You can't show the egg.
Well, you show them that it has turned into an egg. But there's a few tips. He's got a point. First of all, don't show anybody the back side of the egg, right? That's important.
The Wild Wild West.
And make sure the handkerchief in your pocket is the same color as that one that's in the egg.
Right.
If this doesn't match that, you're not going to fool them. But what do you do if they see the back of the egg? I mean, where you guys are standing, you can see the red. Well, you don't tell them it's a handkerchief. You can tell them you cut your finger, you're painting it, chicken banged his head trying to get out. I may even be a magician, but as you probably got to feel for, I'm an honest guy. I try to be honest. So here's what I like to do. Make a real magic pass. Peel the hole off the egg like that. Crack the egg so everybody can see.
Hold on a second, brother. Yo, you tricked us.
That is a real egg.
You tricked us.
Oh, gravity's strong over here. Sorry. And that's what I like to do. And that's a magic secret.
You tricked us, bro. You didn't give us the secrets. That's awesome. That's a good secret.
I'm a magician. What do you mean? I lie a lot, right? But it's a trick. All right.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Been fun.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
That was great.